our final player to come in, and hopefully he'll come in soon. So, last we left off, the party members, our party finally got back to Runic Watch after some excruciating time in the abandoned wizard's tower to the north. You managed to meet with Lady Valinta and discuss the plans going forward, and with the agreement of taking some time to rest and to shop and look around, you went out on a shopping run, found a merchant you didn't like, found two merchants you were quite fond of.
What you didn't like. Please,
Yeah.
Lilith made it
It's still hailing on the.
Oh yeah, it's still hailing on the window.
On this guy's store.
Roll
And
me a
it's also Arctic
D100.
cold. It's also Arctic cold in his building.
Lilith, roll me a D100.
Grr. 87.
Okay, cool. So, Lilith,
Yes.
or before we get to you, Lilith, Elias, I know you were looking for something else.
Yeah, another component.
A component.
Would have been worth of 400.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a tentacle and an eye with some weird.
Uh-huh. Wait.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you going to Are you going to try and seek out it from somewhere else, or are you going to try and look in the same guy's shop?
I was thinking the guy with the encased undead eyeball might have it as well. It is
Okay.
a pickled tentacle and an eyeball in a platinum inlaid vial worth 400 gold.
He's gonna rip you off if you do that. You need to find a different merchant. Stop
You
buying
really
from
do.
him.
He will attempt to rip you off.
And you are well aware of this at this point, and everyone else has walked out by now.
Is this not the smith we're talking to? This is the other guy.
We're not. Yeah, this is not
My
the
bad.
smith. This is the guy who charged you like 400.
I thought we were talking to the smith that I got
Nope.
the undead eyeball from, or did I get the undead?
Oh
eyeball?
no! You got the skull, the gilded skull
skull.
from.
Okay, yeah. Let's move on from.
So,
Actually, what happened with Lady Valinta? She came in and told him what? That he'd have to pay the taxes.
yeah, and you afterwards.
Is Arcad
outs-
still here?
Oh yeah,
Yes.
well, Arcaz was still with you, but we did last session. Over that time, go through a portion where you role played where Lilith dropped the disguise, and everybody. That was out. That was outside the shop. So you know that was Lilith doing some fuckery.
I'm trying to.
And I warned her to be careful.
I'm trying to think of like where I would pick this up. Like if we're outside,
Mm-hmm.
Elias could realize, oh crap, I need another spell component. And if I can start from there with role playing, everybody's
Well,
ready.
we can see if we can go find a different shop because I'm not going back there.
But I need something else.
Pardon my
There's
friend, screw
really
that guy.
Well, didn't we just? If we go buy something now, we'll get the taxes back. You know what? You're kind of right. I don't even
Yeah.
Also,
We-
it's too cold in there now.
Yeah, we can search other shops. He's not the end-all be-all.
Somebody had to take the opportunity to try to put him out of business by being competitive to him.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Make another investigation check.
wanna. Everybody?
No, just you,
Oh,
Elias.
just me.
Yeah. To try and find it.
Yeah. Anybody wanna help
And
me look
specifically
for-
trying to find somebody
Sure.
else selling it.
I'll help someone if.
Oh, look at that.
Woo! Natural
Nice.
20. Okay.
Do I still need to roll?
Go ahead and roll if you want.
Okay.
Totally could get higher.
If it's higher than a natural 20.
9.
Okay, yeah. So, natural 20. Elias, you kind of walk around Runic Watch, looking through other places, and you find a little hole in the wall. And as
Everybody
you,
with me.
I would say
Yes,
everybody's
we-
with you.
Okay, good.
We agreed to stick together.
Yeah.
Well,
This is before
I had
the
some extra stuff to do in the blacksmith.
Oh, we can go there
We'll
now.
get there.
Actually,
not-
we
not-
did
we
the
were already-
blacksmiths last.
Yeah, we were already at the blacksmith, so that would happen before Elias went to look for this shop, whatever.
We had a lot of rushing at the end of last session.
Yeah, we did. So,
Yeah, we were
Uh,
all
that's why I'm
supposed
like,
to
we
be
can-
traveling together.
yeah, you were all supposed to be traveling together. I'm going to say that Elias got the components before he went, got these components before going to the blacksmith. So, Arcaz, you
Okay.
in this timeline, you haven't. Oh
I
yeah.
haven't
No
spent any money
skull.
yet.
Oh, I almost forgot, Gabriel. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh shit. Let me check what that'll be. +5. Okay, cool. 5.
Cool.
Is this a charm or fear effect?
No.
Okay. Because if it
I get the
failed,
feeling we're being spied on.
So,
who cares? We don't know. We don't know shit.
okay, so Elias, you find this little hole in the wall component shop, and there's this little old lady gnome just sitting at behind the table. She looks very, very tired and almost like she's about to fall asleep at any moment.
I quietly, or kind of politely and quietly. Hey, excuse me, ma'am.
Eh? Oh, what's a cutie like you doing here?
Oh, me? Are you sure you're looking at the right person?
Well, I haven't been without my glasses for some time. 1 second, and she kind of pause at the desk until she finds a group of specters.
As she's looking for this, I use my new ability and I shapeshift to look like Arcaz.
Well, Arcaz is in there too.
Yep, double Arcaz.
Yeah.
It's fucking party. Twins.
I
Sure.
will use disguise. I will cast disguise self and also look like
I
Arcaz.
don't, I
She
don't know if it would be noticeable, but I was wondering if it'd be the alter self and disguise self. Would alter self be distinguishable as you guys see, like, not in a magical illusion, but Elias's body actually shapeshift and contort?
well, yeah. If I remember correctly, alter self actually isn't an illusion, so it's
right,
different.
I was wondering it
Hey,
wouldn't
finally.
look the same as disguise self. It would look like something different. But yeah, I'll alter self into Arcaz before she
Mhm.
finds her glasses. What does Arcaz look like right now? His current form.
My Roll20 icon.
Hold on,
Oh.
I don't have it.
Oh, you're
Sorry,
under
Sorry,
form?
not. No,
Yeah.
sorry, that one.
Oh,
This,
okay.
Yeah. That's what she
Forgot
sees
it
when
changes.
she looks back.
Yeah, she
Mhm.
sees 3 of that.
Ah, fuck.
Like, she puts on her glasses and goes, "Wait a minute. There's some magic going on in here, I believe.
Magic.
Why would you hide your face? And she's kind of looking between the three of you, trying to decide which one she thinks is actually using magic and which one isn't.
I'd hate to lie, and I'll drop alter self. It's because this is what I actually.
Oh,
look like,
good
showing my
heavens!
deformity.
You've seen the wrong end of quite few nasty beasties, I'd say.
You could say that, but you're not scared. I was afraid
Oh
what you could see.
no! Don't worry about me. I've seen things. Yes.
But you see, I was looking for this one spell component to let me summon some kind of aberration to help save
Ooh.
people and do like bandits. and stuff. It's been
Aberrations.
pinnacled. Yeah.
Oh yes, I have something of that. Oh
Yeah?
yes. Where? Oh, don't worry about it. Here, have it for. I'll sell it for about 425 gold pieces.
Oh my god,
Oh.
thank you so much.
So you've seen things. I imagine this is included in those things that you've seen. You seem rather nonchalant.
Oh,
Is that your Arcaz voice?
Yes.
I've seen.
Well, it's this sarcasm voice.
I was at a magic university, and the things we would do with aberrations. So, don't worry about me.
Is this university? Was it somewhere around here?
Oh no,
Nearby?
no! It was actually in Draco Heights. It was not too far from the church. The dour individuals always sought to try and spoil our fun. Oh, but that's when they were a different people.
And how long ago were you at? Did you go to this? College?
That was about 400 years ago.
Oh my!
I'm a little old.
Does she look like she's obviously a different race?
She's gnomish.
Gnomish, that's right.
And not a day worse for it.
Oh, thank you. A charming individual at that.
Well,
Even if you're
only
not.
I was as charming as my sibling here.
Hmm. Still.
Silence. Stonewalled.
So, is that everything?
I think. Anybody else need anything?
I believe we will be needing. You seem to be a practitioner of magic, or at least familiar with their needs.
Oh, yes.
We're looking to acquire diamonds.
Oh.
Diamond dust and of higher quality diamonds.
Well. Normally I can pick the finest diamonds from the jewelers, but yeah. And she kind of pulls out some trays just full of diamonds. Like, I usually pound them myself whenever, grind them down myself whenever the task arises. Takes me about a night's work. If you need them in powder form now, I'll have to get to work on it, but
Yes.
how
good
much would
diamonds.
you need?
I need about enough for 5 castings of Greater Restoration.
Okay.
And preferably 2 diamonds used to bring those back to the dead.
Yeah, and I'm sorry, just some basic incense. Maybe 50 gold worth.
50 gold worth of incense. Oh, what scent are you preferring?
Do you have anything strawberry related?
Oh, strawberry, yes.
Waffle House scented incense.
Yes.
Oh my.
I do some specialty scents. I don't usually like how the main vendors have regular scented incense. It's all sandalwood and it's so boring.
I'm a big fan
Indeed.
of applewood myself.
Now, I have managed to get myself some dragon blood scents, and believe me, it was very hard to get that that scent going.
I can imagine. Is there anything you're needing help with around here? Any ingredients or anybody giving you any trouble? You just seem like the sweetest person I've ever met, and I wish I could help you out.
Oh, nobody gives me trouble. They know better.
Not even the lords of the land.
Oh, lords of the land, go and come and
Yeah.
change. I'm just a small shop that sells components. No importance to them.
Well, I heard there's been a lady of Strahd around town lately. Have you had any run-ins or seen her around at all? You got
Not
an opinion on her?
necessarily.
No? Okay.
I don't keep up with much things. It's just all so tiring to worry about those sorts of things.
Yeah.
I just much rather collect my components and make sure that anybody who comes in gets a good price for them. So that'll be, and you said 5 castings of Greater Restoration?
Yes, and enough for 2 castings of Raised Dead. are y'all chipping in?
How much is it?
I'm spending 1,500 gold. So
I
between
will
the
pay.
5 of us, that's gonna be 300 gold each.
Yep, I will pay the 300.
I'll give you 30 platinum.
That works.
That is
I
going to
will
be
also
about
give 30 plat.
1,500 gold pieces.
You got 60
And,
plat between me and Arcaz.
And
It is
25,
if it works on an undead.
25 for 400, so I'll put about a 10 more platinum above what we need, and I wouldn't want a supplier of such life-saving resources to go out of business.
Oh, thank you for your donation. I always say, when the stuff saves lives, sell it for as low as you can. People tend to respect you for that.
Of course. And they tend to have less hail rained on them.
Oh, yes. The days that the pranks in my day.
I was thinking, we need. Do you sell potions or scrolls?
No, I don't sell any of those. I just make sure components are available for adventurers. I know this
Yeah.
wonderful little shop who sells scrolls. The lady's name is Hope. Tiefling girl, pink skin. She's
one
a
of the-
delight to be around.
One of the merchants earlier tried to charge us like double of what something was worth. Tried to rip us off. This lady's reputation.
Oh, she's fine. She's a bit.
Oh,
She does sell fair price. Sometimes she finds something rare and sells it for underprice, but she's fine. She's a sweet girl.
Spectre, Gabriel, wouldn't the two of you be interested in such a shop? We could go visit that
like-
next. And then you could hit
Sure.
the blacksmith.
I mean, yeah, we could definitely go.
I assume this is canonically before we went there.
This is
Yes.
technically before.
Yes.
Yeah, this is
Yes.
before. I'm gonna say that you managed to do your business before everybody came into the shop, but you kind of, after hearing, moved ahead towards that, ahead of everybody else. That way,
So
you'll
I had
meet.
my interaction.
You had your interaction alone, and you'll be coming out of the shop when everybody's approaching.
Understood. Fuck.
So yeah.
Oh, how does this work? What do we do?
Awesome. I'm looking for.
Oh, also,
magical-
Zector, you did switch over to 5.5, right?
Yes,
Cool.
I took the keen line feed, and
Just-
now I have 18s across.
I just wanted to double check.
And yes, I'm looking for someone who can sell me some minor magically enchanted equipment. You know
Ah.
where we might find somebody like that?
Well, what kind of equipment you looking for?
Preferably a bow of yay length.
Yes, yes.
It doesn't need to be rather powerful. It could even be made by a novice enchanter.
Oh, yes, yes. There is a couple of, there's a family of halflings. They call themselves songsmiths. Able to make some magic weapons through some old techniques of smithing. Apparently it was some elvish craft of older days. You can take a look at there, and then, and she kind of points you the way to those guys.
Thank you very much. It'll be on. Do we want to just go to the blacksmith stuff? Because I gotta go to the bathroom real bad.
Yeah. We can
So-
do that.
We'll go to the blacksmith's first.
And that's why we didn't catch Zector.
Okay, so you guys go to the blacksmith's first. Zector pops off on his own. Okay.
Fuck.
And we've split the party.
The party has been split.
Is the blacksmith near the scroll shop, or is it farther away?
It's farther away.
Okay, that was my question.
Okay. So, we are going to the blacksmith.
Yes.
Hmm.
And
Yes.
I'm going to shorten down what I asked for last week, which
Yep.
was a
Mhm.
bardish made with undead blood,
Mhm.
and I believe the agreed upon price was 450 gold,
Yes.
which I've already subtracted from my total,
Yes.
and then it was what Elias had wanted, I believe.
Just
Mhm.
a gilded skull worth 300, I think.
Yep. All right.
Yep.
Yeah, and that is about it.
I am waiting, looking. Elias would like to look around. Does this
Mhm.
guy have any light armor on display for sale? Just
He
regular
does
light armor.
He does have some armor on display, like some leather and studded leather.
About
Elias
plate.
will. Seeing as his current scale mail is getting a little heavy,
Mhm.
signifying I don't have proficiency with medium armor anymore. I'm gonna wait until we go see these other magic item selling people, just in case they have some magical light armor.
Mhm.
But I'm just gonna. I might come back
Okay.
to this guy. Get some.
Does
Okay.
he have plate?
He does have plate.
Oh shit.
Then Arcaz will glance at it, and anyone who wants to can make note of that, as I'm going to
Mhm.
be staying behind in this shop for a little while after everyone leaves.
I will telekinetically or telepathically connect to Arcaz. Arcaz, I see your. Oh, look at this. I guess I can talk to you like this. I just wanted to talk quietly, but I guess this will work. I notice you're looking at that plate armor. What's your predilection to obeying the law and using magic to get what you want? I think I could get that for you. Help you get that cheap if you're so inclined. And you can talk back to this.
I think that good work deserves good pay.
Death before dishonor.
Mhm.
Gotcha.
So,
Death before dishonor.
Riley, Lilith wishes
Elias,
to.
Didn't you also need armor?
He was talking about that.
Oh.
He did notice light armor being sold in the shop. But
me, I thought you were talking
yeah.
about Sector.
Nah,
I
no.
noticed the light armor being sold, but just in case they have some magical light armor, I don't want to.
Mhm.
Oh,
Okay.
we
I'll
might
come
be
back
able
and
to
get
find that at the halfling store.
Yeah.
I'm saying this.
The songsmiths.
Mhm.
No, never mind. No, I don't think Elias would ever know, but Sector does have another pair of plate armor. His
But
original
wait.
pair that was made bigger for him.
Wasn't that a whole thing? No.
Yeah, wasn't
Yeah.
Elias there for that?
When we found the Mariners, we're like, we have this armor and this armor. So I'm like, I might.
Yeah,
Oh,
he has regular leather armor as well.
yeah.
Yeah.
From before the tattoo.
Yeah.
I have my original leather
We'll
armor.
get there.
Wait, but isn't that very tiny?
Oh no, it was
No,
it was
awesome.
resized for him.
Yeah,
Okay.
So,
While we're walking, Elias is altering self just to kind of, as testing his new ability out. He turns into the party members, just people walking by, just like, oh my god, look at this! This is amazing.
mhm.
That's not a bad sight to see.
Okay. So Riley, you wanted to talk to the Smiths,
Yes.
or Lilith wanted to talk to the Smiths?
Yes, Lilith did.
Okay.
The halflings.
Yeah, the halfling Smiths.
Are we gonna talk to Zector first, or are we gonna get Zector back before we go to the halflings?
Whichever one's closer.
Well, I mean,
Didn't we just say that you would go to the blacksmiths, and then
the blacksmith and
meet
the
Zector at the
Yeah, well, let's go to there then.
Okay.
Yeah, I
You
think
guys
you should be going.
Where's
You
Yeah,
guys
we-
finish that happening, and then that's when Zector would be coming out the shop after you finish all that.
Well, it's like
Yeah.
Victor spent a long time in there because he got lost in Hope's eyes for so long.
Yeah.
Yep, that's canon now.
Sector, where have you been?
So,
Oh,
We're supposed to
fancy
stay together.
meeting you. Fancy meeting you here, Zector. I see you made a hasty escape and made your way here before us. I'm
Yeah.
done. I'm done with
Does
this.
Matt
This
know?
joke's gone on too long enough, and she'll drop the disguise.
yeah.
Does Matt know he
fight
changed into?
gods.
No, does not.
So,
Lilith looked like Arcaz while they approached.
Yeah.
mm-hmm.
Zector just nodding. Can I roll? Just a real quick. What's the roll to find out this guy's self?
Investigation.
It's an investigation check.
Can I roll to see if I could have figured out which one was Lilith before they were approaching?
Yeah.
You see two Arcaz.
No, Arcat stayed behind. You see one
Just for a
Arcat.
moment.
Oh, yeah, I wasn't
Just
talking.
for a moment,
about
and
this.
and he emerges from the blacksmith without his armor.
Well, that beats my DC 17.
Yeah.
Nice.
So, you can tell which one is the right Arcaz.
Who is now wearing a black tunic.
Oh, I need to buy some things I want to study. I'm running into a bit of a creative stump, and so I'm hoping to find some inspiration from other people's works.
Well, we have plenty of spells and spell books as well.
I looked at those and they didn't really drive me anything.
Gabriel and Zector, this old lady told us there was a really nice merchant around. I think her name is Hope, and she sells scrolls for pretty cheap.
That's why we're here.
Yeah, we asked around and this is the place.
That is literally why we're here, Elias.
Yeah, and Zector, you've met them. You're meeting them right
Did
now.
they have any? Oh, I see you're coming out of there. Did they have anything, Zector? all
Zector's
good in there?
holding the scroll. He didn't put it away. It's in his hand. Yeah, they have a.
Honestly,
Yeah, they have a cool spell. Yeah, I got it.
Oh,
Really cool.
Well, we need to go back in there. So I want to buy some more stuff.
Yeah, okay.
We found a lot of money on our ways there. We're spent it.
Yeah, you're right. Of course, I need to buy some more things. How could I forget? Let's all go inside. Zector's going behind everyone and then going inside.
Zector, you met this person already. They're a nice person, right? They're a good, cool person.
Or are they like
Gives a
that other
thumbs up
one?
and doesn't respond.
I really hope they're not like that other one.
Well,
Gabriel, shrug and enter the shop.
Okay. So, as you enter, you see the pink tiefling. She's now kind of looking off into the distance. There's a slight blush to her cheeks, and as you enter, she goes, "Oh, hi! How are you doing?"
Heard you do good
Hi.
work.
Oh, I do sell spell scrolls.
You have.
Oh,
Yes.
okay. I have plenty of first and second level. Unfortunately, I'm only a novice spellcaster, but I do have a great. I do specialize in specialty castings of original spells.
Is
You,
Zector inside the store?
yeah, he's behind all of you. I
Let me
specifically.
cut to the chase.
Hmm?
What are your best spell scrolls? What's the best ones you have?
Oh, the best one I had, I already sold off to this kind young gentleman. So unfortunately,
She points to Zector.
oh,
Like as she sees Zector, that's why I brought it up. So
Yeah.
Like, oh, I sold it to him.
Yeah. Well, she hasn't seen Zector exactly yet, but when she notices Zector, she goes, "Oh, hi! Uh, oh, hi! You coming back again? Oh, so soon. Did you need anything else?"
Yeah, I forgot some things to buy, but don't worry about it.
Gabriel's gonna raise an eyebrow and look at Zector.
Um,
Is that
sorry,
not
sorry, ma'am. Miss Hope.
Yes? Yes.
Hi, I'm Lilith. It's a pleasure to meet you.
It's a pleasure to meet you too.
I've been looking for something, uh, to help me with my. I'm more of a magically inclined or a musically inclined person when it comes
Mm-hmm.
to my magic.
Uh-huh.
But I'm running into a bit of a stump, and I was looking for something.
Some inspiration?
Right, right. Something that can help me just get very large like boulders out of the way, or that can defend me from when I need it to, or hell, even give someone a good old wallop if they deserve it.
Hmm.
I'm not very strong, and I kind of want like a magical supplement for that.
I see. Um, hmm. Are we talking about a scroll or a weapon? Because I mostly do scrolls.
A scroll.
Okay. Just making sure. So a scroll to give you a magical weapon or something like that?
More of enforce my will from a range. Like I'm trying to think of it in my mind, but I
Mm-hmm.
can't really put the spell together.
Uh,
And
meta wise, real quick.
yeah,
What
big
spell
hand.
are you looking? Big hand?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm trying to think of it, but I
I
just
see.
can't quite grasp it.
1 second.
Zector is still hiding behind everyone.
Okay. She goes,
Yeah. Gabriel is still
oh!
raising an eyebrow at you.
The hand spell, the Bigby's hand spell. Okay.
Oh, it is.
Yes, it's called Bigby's hand after the great arcanist Bigby. Um, apparently he had a big hand. I'm not entirely sure, but it is a very powerful spell. Unfortunately, I don't think I would have it in my stores.
What was his name? Just B? Something?
Bigby, Bigby.
Yeah, Big B's hand.
Yes.
I see what you're.
If you give me some time, I can look around and see if I can't find somebody else who might be sourcing it, and I'll get it for you.
Oh, how long do you think that would take?
It might take a while. I'd have to use my connections to look in other cities.
Oh, well,
Does she have any
yeah,
trinkets around?
if that would be possible.
Yeah, definitely. I'll definitely look into it. It might give you a little bit more of a cost because it would be the getting it sent over and all that nonsense. But once it's here, I'll be able to sell it to you, or at the very least, I'll be able to let you know where you can find it.
That would be lovely. When do you think I should check back in with you?
Check back in with me tonight or tomorrow morning, one of those two.
Okay. Okay. Sector, stop rubbing up against my tail. Stop. Why are you hiding behind me?
I'm not. I'm just checking this wall. It looks wally.
Yeah, you were in here before, right?
Gabriel will start laughing and go, "That explains the young lady's blush when we walked in. What did we miss?"
What are you talking about? I'm just look clear. Look at the wall. It's just it's there, right?
Can I
I'm not wrong.
roll an insight check at this point?
Roll an insight check.
What's going on with Zector in the store? This is so weird.
Yeah.
Oh, Gabriel's fully convinced something happened.
Do I believe him?
Zector, you know what to roll.
Make sure you DM roll it. We don't want to see it.
We can. It doesn't really matter.
Doesn't really matter. You know what to roll.
I wonder if you should bother.
No, I shouldn't. 'Cause I can't.
if you don't want to
Do it,
roll,
coward.
don't let me know. If you willingly fail,
Do it, coward.
I'm willingly failing this because there's no way I can actually succeed. I'm letting you know that now. Just to roll, just to see.
Do it,
So-
coward.
Nat 20. Nat 20.
It's not willing in any way.
so
I couldn't win.
with the way he is kind of sheepishly looking at the wall and not keeping eye contact with Hope, you get the feeling there's some kind of connection formed. You're not entirely sure exactly what kind of connection, but through their short time in this shop, something happened.
Ma'am, did he bother you when he was in here earlier?
Oh no,
I know
no,
he can be a bit awkward sometimes.
he decided he did buy one of my best spells.
Oh my god, did you see what's going outside?
What spell? What spell did he get?
Oh, it was called Wall of Stone. I had just
All of
recent
stone?
I
Why
had
would
just
he-
gotten it off of a merchant, and it was the best spell that I had available to me.
Okay.
Gabriel, you
Can I use a
said
reaction
spell?
to try and grab Zector?
Can you repeat that, Elias?
Gabriel, you've seen into Gabriel's or into Zector's spellbook, right? Is Wall of Stone? Does Zector need that?
I will need to make a history check on that. because
Make
I
a
don't quite
history check.
remember.
Imagine
What is
he-
my history?
I imagine he'd need it if he bought it.
Well, doesn't he have another spell like Wall of Force
He-
or
It
something like
it
that?
was a little weird. He did say something
Well.
about having something better,
That's
12.
but
Hey, we don't know Zector's spellbook. Only Gabriel does.
yeah,
I rolled a 12. Do I remember, John?
with the 12, yeah, you remember.
Yeah.
Study that
Zector
bitch
did
for a while.
yeah.
Gabriel will kind of pause.
Yeah,
think
he
about
did
it,
say something about he
chuckle.
had something better, but he bought it anyway. He's so sweet.
Gabriel will chuckle and go, he could always make use of a spell like that. It's a decent spell. I can think of a few uses that Zector could use it for, and Gabriel's gonna cover for Zector.
Okay.
When
Do you need to make a deception check?
That depends on whether the others would outright believe Gabriel or whether they try to make an insight check or not.
I mean, I'm really insightful.
Okay,
Massively.
make a deception check.
You
Lilith.
have a reason to distrust me.
I just can't help but pick up cues.
What's your passive, Lil?
21.
Yeah.
Oh, roll above a 21 or Lilith.
18. Damn.
Okay. So,
You notice Gabriel has a bit of a grin as he says this.
yeah.
Gabriel is very much covering.
Magic is really useful. That could come in handy. I thought he had something. Like she said, he had something better. That's
He
weird.
has a few useful spells, but a couple more that could be used for
Wow.
utility is always
So
helpful.
he can find something to use, even if he use that for, even if he has something better than it. That's
Of
a
course.
top class mage for you. It would be nice to be able to become that powerful.
Well, he could probably help you out.
That would
Just-
be a great idea. You know,
Did
sure.
Arcaz grab Zector? When you know Zector.
No, he got away.
John, can you
Slippery little
describe-
bastard.
uh-huh.
Given her comment, Gabriel will take a little while to like help try and teach her.
Okay.
Uh,
Yeah.
Can you quickly describe what she looks like? You said she's a tiefling, a pink tiefling. Like, what's her horns?
Her horns are actually somewhat small and dwarfed. They're actually more like nubbed horns or like little tiny goat horns that haven't fully like grown out yet.
They don't look broken at all.
No, they don't look broken. But
Or
your
have
passive
signs of being
perception
broken before?
not broken, but you do see that they do show signs of being filed and sharpened.
Okay.
Could Gabriel notice this?
What's your passive perception?
11.
No.
Okay, fair enough. I wouldn't think to really look for that on a tiefling,
Mhm.
despite being half tiefling and taking care of my own horns.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and you know what? If you don't mind, we'll ask him if he wants to come over. What,
Oh,
tonight?
yeah. Sometime
Teach you
tonight. I know a great place that we can stop and have some dinner. It's
Oh, it looks
Sure.
like he.
it's a good
he must have
restaurant.
headed out already.
Yeah,
Tell him.
definitely. Let him
Where's-
know, and I'll happily bring it. Have him come by tonight, and we can talk things over.
All right. You guys, where did Zector go? Why is he not here? I thought we said we were gonna stick together.
Are y'all trying to put Zector on a date?
I
You
wasn't,
say this out
but
loud.
Gabriel flat out said I was offering to teach her myself. I wasn't attempting to set her up on a date with
Oh.
Zector.
Okay.
Uh,
If you are equal a mage to him, then I would happily take pointers.
I don't
He
know
is
if I'm
quite
as
the
good
mage.
as Zector. But
Lilith,
I'm
you
happy to give
did
you some
catch a
pointers.
twinge of disappointment in her voice as she realized that's what Gabriel was trying to do.
Do we all notice that she has a crush?
Make an insight check.
Yep.
Lilith definitely
Oh,
notices.
Gabriel has just made the assumption. Like, after seeing the blush when he walked in, he straight up assumed.
Give me one. So you said insight?
Yeah, insight.
All right.
Yeah.
Plus
I'm
Nope.
going to. I'm
I
going
love
to
the
use
inside
step
arcade.
out. I'm gonna step out now.
Okay.
What is my insight? Plus 5. Yeah, I'll roll. Why not?
Okay.
Flat zero.
I believe it regardless.
I'm duller than a stack of bricks.
Cool. Both of
No, I'm
you,
not
I mean,
insightful.
yeah, both of you, sure. I mean, there's a chance, but she could be just a really happy person. You're not entirely sure.
This is fair. I guess I will take some time to sit with Hope.
Mhm.
I'll even show her the spells in my spell book and go over
Mhm.
some pointers with her.
She studies them very studiously. And out of curiosity, how many spells do you what spells do you have in your spell book? Send them over to me.
Yes. I believe they're exactly the same as the one you have access to, except now I have Melf's minute meteors and
Use your words.
fuck, brain is failing me. Telekinesis. I think those are the only two new spells I've gotten since then.
Okay. Let's see here.
And of course, I'll give some examples of what you can do with these different spells. Like pressure cage is really good if you use it
If I could, real quick.
to like lock
this is-
down enemies at the edge of it, so that your allies can go and deal with them.
If I could, real quick, Elias might have stopped Gabriel from teaching Hope. If he knew, if he realized that Hope has a crush on Zector, she wants Zector to teach him. That's why. But Hayden was like, I don't want to be a dick and be like, hey, stop. But
1 second.
Listen,
I am being
Hey,
called.
All right.
What?
Gabriel had.
I am in
offered
the middle of
to
game.
teach her before you had tried to set
Oh,
her
what
up
was it?
with Zector.
I have muted it.
also, you didn't realize, remember?
that's
I
why
have
was trying
muted
to
it.
remember back on the
Was
10.
it quick?
The 10, I think John said we did, and I was like,
No,
I
she-
just wasn't sure.
No, thank you.
She might have a crush, or she might just be a really happy person. It's
Okay.
hard to tell.
Really, nothing to dissuade your suspicion.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
There's nothing to
But
dissuade
nothing
your
to really
suspicion,
confirm.
but there's no confirmation. Let's see here. She begins actually going to work and copying a couple spells from your spell book, Gabriel. And what you notice is, as she looks through them, she goes, "Oh, that's interesting. I could use this here." And she like gives you like uh, 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 50 gold pieces and summons a magical quill into her hand and begins to write. She can deftly transcribe her spells with a speed that kind of surprises you. And they're all artful. You notice that, like, she has in the languages of, like, in the spell language and writing in the arcane runes, like, if there were be, like, an I, she hearts it.
You have very beautiful handwriting.
Thank
This is actually
you.
rather surprising.
I'm actually a merchant of the Scribes Guild. I've always loved making scrolls, and it was always fun to do calligraphy.
I see. Well, you're doing a fantastic job. I don't think I've ever seen someone that efficient, quick, and good handwriting.
Oh
Even
yes,
mine can get a little sloppy if I try to go
I
that
I
quick.
specialize in making mine very very legible. Also, I can give you spells of what I already have, but with their damage types altered. They will only work if you use the spell scroll. You can't transcribe it into your book, but it'll be a easy. It would be a nice change to have a fireball that does electric damage, if in case you need something to hit something. A lot of things that are immune to fire.
Well, I have force damage and gravity-based spells for that.
Ah,
But you never know when you run across, say, automatons. So I think I will take that. How much is it?
oh, 1 second. Gotta find.
I'm gonna label this
Okay.
electric fireball.
Yeah. Let me see here.
Research the notes.
I know like level 4 to 5 tends to range from like 500 to like 5,000.
Well, that's 4 to 5. It's she's specifically selling a level 3 spell. So that is uncommon. So I would put it about 150 gold pieces.
That's it.
Oh, it's for level 3, it's like 500 to 5,000. That's my bad.
I
One
will
second.
pay it.
1 second. Let me
Right,
double
right?
check something.
Right?
I don't think so
Uh,
because they're uncommon
No, they're
magic
uncommon.
items.
2 to 3 is uncommon. I thought 3
Yeah.
was like rare. No.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, 2 to 3 is uncommon. But yeah,
Alright.
it's 150 gold pieces.
Paid.
Thank you.
Electric fireball.
Electric fireball.
Yes.
It's a shame I can't copy it because the spell amuses me. But thank you. It will certainly be useful.
Thank
Is there,
you.
He just had it like the door, obviously the jingle of the door. Like,
She
Gabriel will look
she
up.
looks and goes, "Hi."
Don't worry, Zachary. I was going to meet you after they did this.
Gabriel is sitting behind the counter with her as they're looking over the books and scrolls.
no, like,
Could we? Do we?
Oh,
Oh,
I needed, totally forgot. Walked out before I ordered. I need some ink and parchment because I need to write my own book.
Oh
So,
yeah.
Would
Okay, yeah,
Victor have gone
definitely. I
back
can provide
before
you
we
that
talked?
stuff.
I would have joined you guys in this.
I
Can
think
I have
Gabriel's the only one there. I thought we were
Yeah.
going to talk to Zector. Be like, hey, Zector, this lady wants to talk to you tonight.
No,
Yeah,
shit.
while they're doing that, I wanted to go catch Dector because I know he left.
Hey,
Okay.
Yeah,
I didn't
so
know. That's
basically,
what I've been waiting for.
While
Those
they
of
were
you
all
who
talking.
decide to go ahead and go outside while Gabriel is basically going through, go ahead.
I left before everyone else.
So, Lilith, you go out first. You see Zector kind of outside, just outside the shop.
I'm down for it. I'm literally outside the door. My course that's it.
Yeah.
Not
Zach-
hungry.
Hey, Zector, I don't know if you noticed, but, when I was in there and just listening around and listening to how she talked and whenever you were brought up, I think she might have a crush on you.
I felt I I'm just gonna give you the play-by-play of events because I feel super nervous right now talking about this. So I'm just gonna say. So after leaving you guys, I literally went inside the store and I just wanted. Honestly, I was looking for like a really powerful spell, and then she's like, "I found a super powerful, like rare spell, and it's called Wall of Stone." And I was like, "I already have it. I don't really need it. I have a way more powerful spell than just stone, right?" And look, I didn't think I was like that. I didn't think I was that person, but the defeat in her face and voice, I feel like I needed to be nice in that moment, and then I had to buy it. I don't need this spell. He's still holding it. Like, I needed to grab it because I felt bad, and oh my god, I still need to go back in there. And now I'm just nervous. It was not my intentions. I'm so nervous right now. So much is happening. This is a weird thing happening to me. I've never had this happen. This is really awkward.
Well, why don't you go in there and ask her on a date? Do you like her back?
Zector looks at Lilith, tilting his head. Huh?
I,
What do you mean?
well, I mean, if you like her, you might as well go and ask her.
Where did you get that?
You were acting pretty weird in there.
Cause I'm nervous.
Oh, why are you nervous?
Good boy. I don't know.
Well, if I am gonna be coming back here later tonight to see if she finds what I'm looking for. You're welcome to join me then.
We'll
Notably,
see.
notably, Gabriel has not left the shop with the others.
I think the others would have come out by now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yes, reptiles really are related to chickens.
Before getting too close, from a little bit of a distance,
Mm-hmm.
let's say, Sector, you got free time tonight? While approaching, and
Why?
waiting for your response.
Why?
Well, Gabriel, we were talking, and you bought that scroll, and Gabriel was talking you up, and she was like, "Wow, that sounds like a powerful wizard," and she was wanting to know if you would teach her some stuff tonight. And she said she knew a. Did she say she knew a place?
Yes.
Who
Yeah.
else?
She said she knew a place. A good place to eat.
And I'll just relay this information to Zector. Like, yeah, she wants to meet up tonight over dinner and talk about how your spells work. She said
Alright.
you could. Gabriel said you could make Wall of Stone work just as good as higher level spells. She was like, "Wow."
Oh, she's just going for drink?
Kinda,
She
yeah.
is very impressed.
Gabriel's helping her out right now.
Gabriel accidental wingman for the win.
If it's just training, I guess. That's not bad, right?
I mean, I really didn't pick up. It would be anything more than that. Yeah, you're just helping out a fellow magic caster.
Yeah, that's all it is.
As long as it's not what Lilith said, I think I'm okay with this.
What'd Lilith say?
Stares at Lilith.
I didn't say anything. You just seemed. I was just worried if you were sick or not out here.
Yeah, you okay, buddy?
I just didn't expect this. That's all.
Expect what? We told you to be coming here.
Zector's gonna look down at the ground and then look up like, I should have just came with you guys. Fuck. It's the last
Are
time I
you-
go out on my own.
Yeah, we said we were gonna stay together, but
I
dipped off for a
didn't think I
second.
could help you guys in what you were doing with that, like, that cheapskate of a fucking merchant. So I was like, you know
Mm.
what? You guys seem like you got it handled. Gabriel was doing his thing. Arcas
Look-
was definitely doing his thing.
Looks over in his direction, and there's just an errant cloud sitting still in the sky above him,
Mm-hmm.
above his area.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I don't think we needed any more help.
Yeah, so like, I felt like you guys had it, so I kind of just left and I went over here and I look, was caught off guard. Didn't expect this. I expected
Expect what?
Look, I was listening. And hearing the same
I
dude
mean-
just be a dick, and I was expecting. I went into that store. I went into this scroll store ready to fight my fucking life.
Zach, you look like you're sweating.
I am.
I didn't know
Oh, man.
reptiles could sweat.
Neither did I. I'm finding out now.
Why are you so bothered? Are you sick?
Look,
The
I'm
living
like,
are strange.
This is what I was worried about. I think you might have caught something in that tower.
Oh no.
Maybe, who knows? I can't tell anymore. I was just. Ugh. Look, I was expecting to fight for my fucking deal. I was going in the store, hardballing, ready to fight and haggle my way down a price, and then that's not what happened.
Well, what are you
Wait.
gonna do with that scroll?
Yeah, you said you had some good plans for it. Wall
Who
of
said
stone.
She did. She said you
That's
did.
why you bought it, right?
I was gonna say I was gonna make it work.
That's what she wants to learn. Oh,
She
Zach,
wants to learn.
before we go to another shop, shouldn't you go back in there real quick and let her know that you're available tonight, so you guys can work out the details?
Yeah,
I
you're
am-
available tonight, aren't you, Zector?
I need to buy parts.
That feels like a very loaded question.
What?
That
I
did
need
feel
to
like a very loaded question from her.
Yeah.
I need to get
What's
parts
a loaded?
because I'm getting scrolls done. I'm trying to write scrolls for all of y'all and points at
Hey.
Artaz and Elias. I'm trying to get scrolls for y'all so
Yeah.
that you guys have something to help you out when you need it, and that's why I'm doing
Right.
this. So that's why I'm going
Well, if
back
you-
inside.
Well, if you wait till. Oh yeah.
So I need to help write scrolls, and this is what I'm going to be doing in my free time for you guys. That being said, maybe let's make it a group thing. We got spellcasters and people to test on. Looks at Arcast, and we can just make this a group thing. We can all help around.
Huh.
I don't think we're gonna be any good in that kind of field.
I know I'm kind of a distracting presence. You guys need to focus.
And
Arcaz is conspicuously without his armor.
you just have a loincloth on.
No,
I
he
have
has a black
like a
tunic.
black tunic and regular pants.
Yeah.
Zector will look because he has a passive perception of 11. Will look at you and be like, "Where'd all of you go?"
you're a lot smaller without your armor.
Yeah.
Oh man. Speaking of armor, I hope these magic guys can have some magic armor. That'd be cool. This scale mail isn't feeling very usable anymore. I feel like something's changed.
It was probably though. What was those last things we fought? It was probably one of those guys with the throwy hands. They might have nicked it pretty bad and damaged it. You want to see about trading it out for something more useful?
Yeah, I'd like to find some lighter armor. Preferably something magical. You know what? And I will lift. Elias will lift up his throat. He looks like Arcaz right now. He'll lift up his throat and he will show you some gills. Funny you mentioned that. Alter Self lets me have a swimming speed and I can breathe underwater. Funny you should mention that. I've got some new magic that lets me swim and breathe underwater.
Is it magic or?
So.
We should go get Gabriel so we can
Yeah.
get to the blacksmith.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, let me go buy some stuff and then we'll call it. And We'll see if
Or-
it comes
but-
back.
We need to go to
Didn't
the songsmith.
Was that what they're called? The magical? Was they
Yeah.
gnomes?
They're halflings.
Halflings.
So,
Zector's going.
you go back in. Hi!
I'll go in with.
Oh yeah, you want so you want parchment and ink. How much again?
What do I need to transcribe spells? 2 scrolls.
Parchment, ink. It would be basically for each level of spell, 50 gold pieces. And that's 50 gold pieces of materials and such, I think.
You would also need some things to transcribe.
True.
Maybe
Ink,
two of y'all could swap
pins and
notes.
such.
You seem to be doing really good.
If you
Wow.
need help transcribing, I can't do anything past the 3rd tier of spell casting, but I could help transcribe 3rd level spells and lower. I am quite adept at that. She kind of smiles proudly.
Yeah.
I will say she is good. I can attest to that. She transcribed one of my spells in like 10 minutes, and
Yeah.
she wrote it a lot better than my handwriting looks.
It was
While
a
we were
third.
outside?
It was a 3rd level spell, and it took about 6 minutes for her to transcribe.
Get the
Yes,
fuck outta here.
while you were outside, she finished transcribing my 3rd level spell, whichever one she
It's been something
transcribed.
I've always been into.
Zector's gonna run up to the desk and look.
It's a girl thing, Gabriel. You just wouldn't get it.
Yeah, and it is artfully and craftily done. All the arcane sigils, if they have dots or something, they're hearts instead.
Oh my.
I'll just. It's 50 gold per level. I'll just spend 300 gold.
All right. And she gives you enough parchment and ink to give you that.
All right. Well, I think we need to be off.
All right. Will you be up for going out to a restaurant? I know a really good place to eat, and we can discuss spells and transcriptions and all that. And she's specifically speaking to you, Zector.
Does she make? Is
Gabriel-
she like playing with her hair or anything while she's speaking? Any of that?
Kind of, yeah. She's got that nervous energy. Like, oh my gosh, I kind of really hope he says yes.
What is
Gabriel will chuckle quietly and just give Zector the thumbs up and nod a little bit, trying to be a little discreet so she doesn't notice it.
How tall is
Well,
she?
Zector, you wanted our help with this, right?
Yeah, I thought this was a group thing, right? Looks at
Would we-
Hope.
How tall is Hope?
I don't know. I think Hope was hoping to get a few pointers from you, Zector.
Oh, I mean, sure, if you want to let your friends come as well, the more the merrier, sure.
Does
Stop
she
the
look bummed
disappointment,
out?
John.
Huh?
You're too good at that.
It's
Does
at this
she
point. Does Arcaz need to roll insight again to figure out if the wall understands what's going on?
Make
wall.
it yeah, go ahead and make another insight check.
God damn it, Arcaz.
Disadvantage.
Yeah, disadvantage.
Nope.
Nope.
You can't understand why they're having such a hard time figuring this out.
Yeah.
The living are very confusing.
Does she look disappointed that Zector suggested a group?
Yeah.
Can I insight check this?
Oh yeah, you can. Anybody who wishes, make an insight check.
Zector's not insight. We will not insight. Oh my fucking god.
You're not going to insight. Oh.
Passive it is. Elias and Lilith, you definitely notice. She seems a little wait.
Mine's
The
Oh,
Zector, actually, yeah, you would notice as well. She is visibly and audibly disappointed with the idea of people, but she doesn't. It's like that feeling of I don't want to come off as pushy.
I'll awaken mind speak to Zector. Zector, I think she wants to spend time with you, buddy. If you know what I mean. Look, you hear that telepathically.
You hear very loudly in your voice, bitch, I'm nervous.
Don't worry, dude, you got this. Can you not tell she's like, and it's just
Tell him
Just
to just say
relax.
yes.
relax. It's a person. If you need somebody there, I can stay in your mind and help you out.
God, that doesn't
Just-
help me out at all, actually.
Drop the group thing. Drop the group thing, Zector.
Fucking pointers. Okay.
No, wait.
This whole
Don't we
section-
all, Elias
this whole
is speaking. Don't we
section is-
all have something to do tonight? I know me and Arcaz are gonna go patrol the area because we're feeling a little antsy. Don't you guys have something to do? Lilith, Gabriel.
No, I don't have anything to do.
Never mind then.
Lilith is going to help me with spell transcription later tonight.
No, I'm not.
Damn. Well, awaken mind, Lilith. Lilith.
Oh,
We're
okay.
trying to wingman here. Fucking lie. Say you got something to do tonight.
Hope, you could actually help me try to overcome this creative
Oh,
block I'm dealing with.
Sure, I'll see what I can do to help you with that. I'm not so much of that type of magician, but I can certainly try to help. I always believe that you can pull anything from other sources, even if it's not your main forte.
You definitely seem like the kind of person that I'd want to be taking notes from.
Zector immediately goes, and this is 100% a fuck up, but he's nervous. I guess it'll be a triple day for all three of us. And then just
Gabriel will like freeze mid as he was packing up some
She goes,
things and just
"Oh,
turn to him.
okay. I guess I could.
That
I would be up for that.
Well, since y'all are gonna be busy, I guess it just will be the three of us.
Yeah.
Sure.
Arcaz, are you gonna be busy?
Apparently.
Yeah.
Sure, I can definitely do a 3 date. Um, yeah, Lilith, you get the keen thought that she might have been very close to like threesome, but thought better of saying that, and realized what she was about to say before she actually said it.
Yeah.
Lord have mercy.
Well, we need to get out of here now, Hope.
Okay.
We need to go visit some other stores before tonight.
Come back tonight, and
sure
I'll
we finish
let
our
you know what I find out.
And if you find something on that scroll that we were talking about,
Yes, I was talking specifically on that.
bye-bye.
Bye.
Gabriel will linger a little bit, being the last one out of the shop. He'll look at Hope and say, "I'm so sorry about them. I don't know what the fuck that was."
Okay. Thanks.
Can
I guess call for us if things go awry. Good luck tonight, and
Thank
yeah,
you.
he'll give a thumbs up and just leave, shaking his head.
I'm
'Cause
gonna
that was a clusterfuck.
I'm gonna whisper to Zector. I didn't realize you had a type.
Zector will look up to
And-
Lilith, blushing and a red-faced motherfucker. Shut up.
and I just go ahead, sorry. I was wondering, did Lilith continue to suggest that she would go on the date after the telepathic let?
Oh,
Yes, she did.
Yeah.
Yes, she
Yes,
did.
I just wanted to know. I'd make sure I got that right, and it wasn't just some kind of initiative ordering us talking. Okay.
Nope.
As we get outside, where are we at right now? Outside, away from
Yeah,
the street.
Yeah, outside in the street.
I'll awaken my Zector and be like, "Sorry, Zector. I tried to get Lilith to not go too, to help you out on this date of yours, but I don't know. She she's either jealous or maybe she just wants to date both of you at the same. Go on the date with you. Good luck, buddy.
All
If you
you're
need
gonna
help.
hear is, bro, this ain't helping. Shut up.
And it's about then that Gabriel finally comes out of the shop,
Mhm.
shaking his head.
So, you
We're
go
gonna
to the
roleplay this
Smiths.
now?
We're gonna have to roleplay this. Well, we don't have to, but if you insist, I will.
I will
Hey,
say above
we-
board, I am willing to be a what do you call it, a viewer. Like,
You're
I have been
willing-
in prison for roleplaying for a fucking week now. I will
Just
sit here
wait.
and shut the fuck up.
Just wait. I'm gonna get my popcorn.
Pretty much.
Alright, we need to go find the songsmiths.
Actually, Lilith, earlier, Hayden above
what's
board.
up?
We all knew that it was a date, right? They were trying to go on a date.
Yes.
I don't want to.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did.
Hey, Lilith, I tried to tell you earlier. I hope you heard me with my new abilities that my patron gave me. That they're trying to go alone, but
Oh,
don't know,
I'm
did you
sorry.
not
I
hear
thought
me?
you were talking.
It's
I
a
thought
new
you were talking to somebody else. My apologies.
you thought I was talking to somebody else in your own brain?
Was that in my own brain?
Gabriel will look at Elias, shaking his head, and go, "Dude, just drop it."
Oh no. Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
I don't know. I ain't. You can speak in my brain.
Yeah, watch this. I am speaking in your mind, telepathically. Yeah. My patron thought some different abilities might help.
That. You'll hear back.
It's just,
That's weird, but this could be very useful.
I thought so. I just worried me earlier because I told you that, and then you wanted to go with, which, yeah, not even. That's your business. This is out loud. I hope you guys enjoy your date.
Arcas is
I mean,
flummoxed.
learning. I meant appointment. Study session.
Yeah, we're just gonna get together and exchange notes on things.
Somehow Zector is walking a little bit faster in power
That's
walking.
all it is.
He doesn't know where he's going.
Sector, hold on. We said we're sticking together.
Yeah.
Aren't we
Maybe
going
a
to
lo-
the songsmith?
Yeah, we're going to the songs. We'll make our way there, I guess.
You're going to the songsmith. Yeah.
Zector's in the wrong direction. Oh, fuck, sorry. My bad. Actually, saw my sharks, dude. Going back. Starts running backwards.
So, you eventually get to the smith shop. Everything happens the way it happened last week, and then continuing, Lilith, you are looking into getting a bow, correct?
Yes.
So, you received the bow? Oh wait, no. Yes, you are talking to the halflings.
Excuse me, I'm looking to get some sort of a longbow, but I need it to be a bit enchanted.
Oh, enchanted. Sure thing. We can only do the basic enchantment. Nothing so fancy as them
That's
arcaners and stuff. But we have this keen bow here, and he
What exactly
pulls
does it
up a
do?
bow. Well, it hits things harder.
it sounds exactly like what I need.
It's extra durable, and the string is tauter. With a little bit of smithing, we'll be able to. It makes it where the string pushes the arrow faster and pierces through.
What?
Question: could you make one?
Not
If we
necessarily.
requested it?
We'd have to get to a woodworker to make a regular bow, and then we'd have to do a
What
little
about-
ritual with the bow.
What about with something like this? And Gabriel will pull some of the void ore out of his pack.
Ah. We're only smiths. We can
So
only
you
do.
can't work stone.
We don't. We work metal, not stone. But we do know.
I
We
thought
do
you
have.
wrote songs.
We are songsmiths. special elven special elven technique in smithing weapons.
Well, how did halflings like y'all end up starting to practice special elven techniques?
My pappy was a traveling sort, and he came across and he came across this elven grove far to the north in one of the magical forests. There, these elves had been practicing an ancient form of smith-like that naturally, through the power of song, enchants weapons with basic enchantments to hone their edge and improve their strength. Naturally, he worked to prove that he was worthy of such knowledge, and they parted with it, and he came to Runic Watch to ply his trade.
Well, that is quite a story. Now,
And then I was born.
and now, how much would you be willing to sell the bow for?
I was just joking with you. I'm not going to give you my whole life story. Do you want my whole life story?
No.
Okay. You get some weird folks out there.
Blacksmith, forge me a blade.
No.
What
I
do
need
you
a
mean,
bow,
no?
not a blade.
How much they selling that bow for, Lilith? Looks nice.
You will give me
All
a moment.
right.
I'll figure that out.
We'll be able to part with this fine specimen for about 300 gold pieces.
250.
You drive a hard bargain, Missy. 250 it is.
There we go.
Done deal. And I'll give him 2,500 silver.
Huh.
It gets heavy after a while.
It does get heavy. We don't mind it at all. Sometimes this can be used in a pinch to silver a weapon. And he takes the
Do you
silver.
do y'all have any light armor? Magical?
Oh,
or-
we partner with
Special.
the leather workers. We have some special studded leather armor that we can provide.
What kind?
Well, you're looking for something magical.
Yeah, even if it's just a little extra durability, but yeah, magical's always best. We're always trying to help people out, stop evil, all that stuff, so anything helps.
Let me see. Well,
We've stopped a lot of evil.
well, we have a good amount of plate and half plate. We have a ring mail.
Half,
I mean, we could try and work some enchantment into the studs of some studded leather armor.
how long would that take?
We'd have to spend a day on it.
Oh, okay.
Special ritual.
That would
Zector
be.
will, go ahead.
That's not bad at all. That's all.
Mm-hmm.
Zector's gonna come up and pull out his longsword. Do you have a
In black.
rapier of similar? Is it black? What?
Do you have it in black?
I don't have to look at that. Zector's gonna
That's
put
my
his longsword.
highlight.
Do you have one of similar magical skill variation? Do you have a +1 rapier above board?
Above board? Huh. We have a few similar weapon types of this. We did manage to get a rapier enchanted not too long ago. If that's something more your speed. Anything else would be probably a bit more pricey, or a bit more on the nose.
I'm okay with swapping.
Well, and what type of weapon? This is a +1 longsword, right? me double check something.
Should I not? Do I not say anything right now while you're looking something up, John, or can you listen and look things up at the same time?
Go ahead and I will try and listen in. I can't guarantee I'll be able to retain everything, but ask me away.
You know what? It's actually roleplay, so I'm gonna wait. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I actually realized it was roleplay while I was looking at what I was looking at. But whenever you're ready, I have hope.
100 and
No, you don't. Zector does.
yeah.
Zector and I
That was so good.
I can.
That laugh was deep.
How about this? Give me 150 gold pieces and that sword, and I'll give you a +1 rapier.
150.
I can go lower. Rapiers cost more than longswords.
If I could do 100 gold pieces plus the longsword, I could do it.
I'd be willing to part with that for that price.
Zector will put his longsword out, put 500 silver, and then 50 gold.
Okay.
Why do you need this, Zector?
Been meaning to change it out. It hasn't been my style, but that's why I needed to magically enchant it so I could use it, because it's not my thing.
What?
What kind of enchantments do you guys offer on medium armor or light armor? I'm sorry.
We can only do some basic. Plus, it increases the durability and gives you a little bit of extra protection.
Oh, did say you were trained in elven arts? Or
My
ways?
pappy was trained, and then he trained me.
Nice. Do you think you could? Well, see, I have some armor right now, but it ain't really fitting right. Do you think you could? Do you guys do refitting with elven chain? Above board, I'm wondering if we can just add the elven chain. I'm not sure how that works. Oh, no, do you guys have elven chain? I thought it was a thing you add on to armor.
No.
Like it's an actual.
It's an actual type of
Do
weapon.
you guys have any elven chain?
Let me see here.
Perfect.
Also have questions when Elias is done.
Okay.
Or any just slightly more durable light armor, studded leather. I think you said.
Elven chain might be hard. It would have to be a little bit more expensive. The runic watch has priority over such orders. I do have a couple in stock, but I could part with it for at least 750 gold pieces.
Oh, fuck, John. I was about to consider casting Modify Memory on this guy. Be like, don't you know we're old buddies? But if it's only 750. We got so much. Wait, let me double check my gold storage.
You're gonna
That is a lot of gold.
you're gonna try to use magic on a shopkeep first. For
I
elven
was.
chain. For elven chain.
I was, but as I'm speaking, I think it's part of Hayden's hype.
Also, by the way, do you
I
look
haven't
like
got to
yourself?
use- I look like Arcaz.
Okay.
Last I remember.
You did use Alter Self.
Yes.
I couldn't remember.
You know what? 750. You know that would be wonderful for some elven chain.
600.
600. Well, see, my friends are always looking out for me, and I'm always trying to help my friends out, to help them help me. What do
You
you
think
of
600? Make a persuasion check on this one.
Okay.
Lilith, make a persuasion check.
25.
God damn.
600's quite a nasty price. Why are you so intent on getting a good, cheaper deal? You know, it's important for us to have our defenders.
course. And we're those defenders.
Are you now?
Who do you think
We
keeps?
like, yeah.
Who do you think keeps the local monster population down, so that the guards don't get overrun?
And
That's a
having a
good
good
point.
relationship with all the merchants is number one. I mean, you guys might need help.
Good
one day.
point. I
sorry,
will-
I'm trying to be rude.
I will
Sorry.
give it to you for 600.
My people. Hell yeah. I got what I want.
Okay. Is everybody done with their current shopping escapades?
Not
Yes.
quite.
Not
One-
quite.
One question.
One question.
Can I give the mariners the studded leather armor of the mariners? Can I request to get
Donate?
augmented higher?
Augment it higher?
Like to a plus
I
2
see.
or a plus 1.
To make it a +1 weapon. Yeah. It doesn't give +1, it just gives you
not a-
swimming speed and the ability. Oh.
Also, Zector, you're gonna have this, and I'll pass you the void handle.
Oh. Damn, you're right. As he grabs it.
Which means you just spent that 100 gold for no reason.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Lilith was waiting for that.
The rapier, you don't
Modify-
have to use a spell slot on.
That is true.
Very true. We'll decide. I'll have them both on my head.
Yeah,
Just in case.
just in case. Uh,
So,
Ooh, that was rough.
so,
my
Arch-
question,
mm-hmm.
yes, these are completely separate people from the ones that I took the armor and the Bardish to, correct?
No, they are not.
They're the same people.
They are the same people.
Okay. I would like to step up and ask to change the armor order.
All right.
See if they have adamantine in stock.
Ah, 1 second.
That's gonna be real rough,
That is going to be real rough.
because the animation.
I'm-
Especially since the adamantine mine. There you
I'm willing to drop an extra 500 gold.
We managed to gather a full plate suit of adamantine armor before the troubles started in Darkfang. It was cheap then, but let's see here.
It can go a little bit higher.
You have it all here.
I have the whole set here. See here. Give me a moment. I need to double check something. Because I think there's something special about the cost of adamantine.
like a fucking multiplier or something.
Well, it's a certain amount of gold on top of the original gold price.
Yeah, and plate is 1500 automatically.
Yeah, plate is 1500 automatically. That's the wrong book.
I have 2300 gold to play
It's
with.
considered an uncommon magic item.
Mm-hmm.
So probably that price on top.
Yeah. Okay. See here.
But it does give you immunity to critical hits.
Yes, it does.
Yes, that's what I'm looking for.
Mm-hmm. 1 second.
Which even if that only works, comes in handy one time, it'll be worth it.
You cannot believe how amazing immunity to critical hits is.
Also, but you have to
I
tune
wonder
to
if
this,
it-
don't you?
Mm-mm.
No,
It does not
adamantine are
require
you just
attunement.
where yeah.
I'm sitting here looking at the page. Yes,
So
You're going with adamantine plate.
I'll I'll give it to you for 1,750 gold pieces.
1,500.
no.
Not 1,500.
Is that including the refund on the armor that I'd already ordered?
Including the refund. I
Did you order
Because
armor?
I paid 1,500 to get the new set of plate.
no, that is. Hmm. Well,
already-
that includes what would have been the refund of the regular plate. So if
So it
you
would be another
tap
1,500.
if you tap 250, give me 250 more gold pieces, I'll give you adamantine instead.
Done.
All right.
Those modifications are still on track. They
Yes.
don't need to be adamantine.
We didn't actually have the chance to begin the modifications in the begin with. We can actually work with adamantine to some degree and make small bits and changes.
Well,
It will look
The
like
main
steel on
modification
top
I'm-
of adamantine, but
that is totally fine.
All right then. Minus
All right.
250.
woo. And is
Wait,
it?
I didn't get an answer. Can I?
I had forgotten. Yeah, like, that one's gonna
I'm
be
sorry.
hard. This thing's already enchanted here. Got some magic already on it.
If you want, you can remove it and add
I mean,
for better protection.
but everyone around here said that you were really capable in this field. That there weren't really a lot of people who could compete with y'all.
I said it would be difficult. I didn't say impossible. Give me a couple nights with it and come back to me either tomorrow afternoon or sometime tomorrow and check on the status. I'll let you know if it's
I can do
going
that.
good.
And Zector will give the armor.
Thank you.
And Arcaz will surreptitiously place 10 platinum coins on the counter.
Thank you,
For the
Kat.
problems and the change order.
Problems.
Wait, how much was mine? I just need to make sure that.
Oh, I'm not gonna charge you yet.
Okay, just want to make sure. I'll come back and check.
Yeah, if I can make sure if I can find I can do it, I'll give you a price. But if it looks like something we can't do that, I'll definitely let you know and I'll give you back the armor.
Sounds like a plan. See you soon.
Well, I don't think we got any more shopping to do.
That's all the shopping.
That is all the shopping, I think.
So we'll go find an inn, check in.
Mhm.
Ow, shabba.
Mm-hmm.
Right? You need to get a place to sleep for tonight.
Yep.
Unless you want to sleep on the ground again.
Please no.
That's what I thought.
Arcaz,
Hmm.
is Lady Valanta, she's gonna be in town for a while?
Yes. I
Are we
assume.
supposed to meet? Are we supposed to meet back up with her later?
She's in the same inn, isn't she, John?
She is in the same inn.
Oh, Arcaz, did you want this other trident of fish command I had?
Negative.
You didn't?
I have
Was it
one
weapon
for
master?
myself.
I already own one of these Piscine commanding tridents.
So Arcaz, if Lady Valanta is, you said she's staying at the same inn, should we have dinner with her
Indeed.
tonight while our friends are out on their study session?
I don't see why not.
Lies.
Why'd you elbow?
We'll elbow like a rough elbow.
Okay.
The rib cage.
Yeah. Me, you, and Gabriel, we could go talk to Lady Valanta. Just have dinner, get comfortable.
If you don't mind her presence.
That brings me to another thing. How has Arcaz spoken about her? What do we know about her from Arcaz? Can't remember if I know meta knowledge or if
Arcaz? Has he spoken about Lady Valenta outside of her presence?
specifically
hasn't really
the
spoken-
She doesn't vibe with Strahd.
I'm trying to think. I don't think so.
Um,
I'm pretty sure I've kind of avoided that topic.
It's Elias would still suggest it. Like, should we have dinner with our new patron? Just get to know each other a little
Sure.
better. Surely you two are wanting to.
You want to step directly into the lion's den.
I mean, a lion ain't scared of another lion. So yeah.
We're not lions.
Agreed.
Elias, I dream of being as delusional as you sometimes.
I do not fear having dinner with somebody powerful than me. My behavior is well trained and well kept. And if we're gonna get to working with this person, it would be nice to have a little extra. What am I trying? Brownie points. I'm trying to think of a different word for like brownie points. Just extra.
They're
Time.
awful. They're gonna do awful things. Why would
And-
you want to hang around that?
Well, you know, the person that can hurt you the worst is the person closest to you. So whether we
We're not
end up
close to
working
them.
with lady, that's the plan.
Okay.
We can pretend to be friends with them, and when they're looking the other way, if we need to do.
Before the conversation gets any further, John, I have a question.
yes.
Was Valenta the one in charge of the lab?
No, she wasn't.
Okay. Arcaz, we'll let you keep going then.
But they aren't gonna trust us. Zector and I have fought against them pretty hard before this. We are not in great standing, and it's not like something that we can just sweep under the rug.
With
We
Lady
have-
Valenta?
Against Straw.
Don't know her standings. As far as I know, I am the only one to rebel.
Oh, for goodness sakes, Arcas.
Yes.
I blanked on the name. You know for a fact she is in full support of Strahd.
Okay. Well, then I change what I say.
She is definitely in league with Evil Lord, the monster disguising itself as a man.
There is no way that getting close to them is going to be of any benefit to us. It's
I
just
have to-
inviting trouble.
So do we
Do
plan
as
on
you wish, but step lightly.
I think it's best we just don't.
Elias, do you want to
Yeah.
have this dinner anyways?
Nah. Hold
Oh.
on, give me a second.
Peer pressure.
I may change
Arcaz.
my mind.
Mm-hmm.
No, but be
Arcaz.
like seriously, like completely open faced with everybody. Like it's hard for me, Hayden, to do anything that's against the party's wishes. But
Mm-hmm.
I hate.
It's not against our wishes.
Yeah. Everybody
Well,
is
what
just
Julie's
saying
doing,
it's a
yeah,
bad
that's like-
idea.
We're advising you not to, but we are not at all going to try and stop you.
I
Zector,
know, and it's hard for me to. I might
we
change.
could probably actually go and get some more proper attire for our evening. Cause
Wait. Are you going as a wing woman now? What is happening here?
what are you talking about?
Don't worry about it.
What?
Who has the bag of
We-
holding?
Me, I think.
Did Did you allow me to put the goblin and Knoll in the bag of holding?
What the fuck, Goblin and Knoll, are you talking about?
You
I
know,
have
from
two
the
goblin
fight.
corpses and a Knoll corpse.
Yeah, he took he took those so that he could save them for
Oh,
later.
So
Well-
if they're not in the bag of holding, I've been carrying them around.
Yeah.
I believe I have the bag of holding. Does anybody have the bag of holding in their inventory?
No.
So
I believe
you have the.
it's Lilith.
It's a messenger bag
Yes.
style bag of holding that was found in the tower, and it belonged
Yes.
to Gabriel's
yes.
uncle.
I called dibs
Gabriel-
on it.
You did, and Gabriel straight up said, when he asked and it was his uncle, said, "Yeah, you can have it, Lilith. That's perfectly fine." So yeah, you should have it, not someone else.
So it's like a
Mhm.
purse of holding,
Yeah.
Pretty much.
a side satchel of holding.
Mm-hmm.
You could say it's the Griffin's saddlebag.
No, I couldn't.
It's not that magical.
It's a person.
We are going to go on break.
Okay.
10-minute break.
Excellent.
Perfect timing. I hate and just realized that vampires can charm you, and you're not gonna be alone there. I was thinking like,
Yeah.
with the great old one, they can't read my mind. I am perfectly safe. They can't learn anything I don't want. Oh wait, they can charm.
Yeah, they don't.
I was wanting to go in there.
I wasn't gonna say
Yeah,
anything.
They can just politely ask you to tell them.
I
Yeah.
was wanting to question her a little bit, like, hey, my dad worked at this lab and he told me these stories, and then to be like, try to figure out how involved she was with the lab was kind of where I was wanting to go with the dinner, and just trying to make friends.
I am
Mhm.
a big fan of the chaotic situation.
Oh,
I'm in
please.
Sector.
Please do it. Yes, please do it, Elias. I am very excited to have you go through,
On the team.
do that, go through that.
The killing part is by myself. If I had one other person there, I feel like there'd be a buffering between
Do it.
charmed, you're fucked, and
Do it.
I love that you're volunteering to join the other side, Elias.
can't do it. No, there's no way.
A second
Volunteer
mole
to
has been
try.
put into the party.
Yeah. To
Even
volunteer to
Elias
try
realizing-
and
Realizing how powerful of a vampire she. Well, Elias doesn't know much about vampires. I've rolled for that before.
We've spent a lot of days together. We've definitely talked about it.
We don't know they can charm you.
We figured that out. Yeah, we did. We studied vampires and the capabilities in
Did
that
we?
one library.
the Tome of Strahd.
Either way,
Yeah.
it's
I don't
about.
think
It also
Elias
gives a
was
lot of
ready.
information.
That was
It's about to
lost
be
before
Noel's
Elias.
big night.
Yeah, but I know. I mean, Lilith and Zector definitely know, and they've definitely shared that.
Okay. Yeah, remembering that Elias and Hayden both. There's no way I'm gonna have go alone. If Arcaz was like, yeah, I would like to speak to the lady again and pretend that I'm still on her side, so if we ever need to betray her, we can stab her in the back easier. If I had
Dude,
some help, I would love to.
I am no help against charm. My wisdom is -2.
Maybe
No, but
maybe
if
y'all
I
could
get
just
charmed,
hang out,
ahead.
hang out and watch the place just to make sure that none of our enemies want to make a move on us. So that we're all nearby in the same place. Like, just be guards around the place that we are studying in.
I'm going to ask the chef of the inn if he would prepare this hyena meat that I have.
What the fuck?
I mean, a knoll is basically a hyena.
It is.
Honestly,
It very
like-
much
I sit
is.
here-
basically
do
a
I-
hyena.
Do we want to play Delicious in Dungeons now? Because we can start eating.
I
just
require the
got-
flesh of a sentient being.
Everybody's seen it, right? Nobody's worried about spoilers.
No.
I have not, and I am worried about spoilers.
Okay.
Seen what?
Shame on you.
Delicious in Dungeon.
Mm-hmm.
I'm about at episode 17 if that makes a difference, and I'm just like, hell yeah.
I can't remember, but good on you.
So, Zector, what do you plan on talking about at this date that you set up?
This fucking triple date that was almost a threesome.
What do you
I-
mean almost a threesome?
I am
What do you
super
mean he knows
hoping.
almost a threesome. I repeat my question. You
Hope
assume
said-
much.
Hope said almost a threesome. That's what I'm saying.
Oh,
you don't know
I
that.
need to know.
Yeah, you don't
is
know that.
polyamory is a polyamorous situation a possibility here?
Nope.
Ah.
Not for Lilith.
Zekir's not polyamorous at all.
I
Hope
was like, hell yeah.
hope
Do a
is
little- nice
hopeful.
little
Listen,
Hope
I-
is hopeful.
I am polyamorous. Lilith ain't.
I thought that's where you were headed with this.
No.
Okay, surprise me. That's why I was like, when you ignored the telepathic deal, I was like, oh, she wants to go. This is fine, and she doesn't seem like she's aggressive right now. And this is Hayden thinking like, does Riley want Lilith and Hope and Zector to all be on a date, like intentionally?
No.
Interesting.
My
Ooh.
machinations
And
are
the
beyond
plot
your comprehension.
Zekir is just ready for death.
I can help with that.
How
Zekir's
was-
acting up.
I wanna.
Before I decide,
I'm trying to get a read on Zector and how he's feeling. Honestly,
embarrassed and
about this whole
nervous, and
situation. Beyond that, why? I'm trying to find a why for the
I feel like you'd have to
nervousness.
sit down with a Zector, with a therapist, and be like, so, Zector, how are you? You know what I mean? Zector doesn't know himself why he's so nervous. We know that he's got a little crush, and I don't think Zector has had enough life
Really?
experience to be like,
I'm not so sure that Zector does have a crush on her.
might not. True. Might just be nervous for some reason around this one person. Might not, though.
We'll have to see.
Mhm.
It's that, like,
Did-
I'm gonna be honest, Zekir is just like, he said it in the spur of the moment, like, hell yeah, let's just start a trip. Like, wait,
Because Lilith noticed Zector was acting all strange before we ever talked to this person when we first got here.
Oh shit. For a second, part of my backstory is a bunch of the elite scientists at the lab that did all the evilest experiments on
spoilers.
all the people. Have I not said that? No, I've told you this in character. I'm actually. Elias has said this in character. A lot of them have escaped and they're out there living
yeah.
second lives, so they might be our merchants or stuff like that. And I was like, oh my god, what if Hope is a fucking ex?
Maybe you should have asked
Scientist.
around about that.
Well, Elias has showed everybody pictures of everybody that he has from the lab.
Do you know
It gets
all of
it.
them?
It's a good question. I assume so.
And the question is, would they know what Elias looks like?
Well, now that Elias, they would know what his messed up form looked like as like the result of their experiments. But one of the new invocations lets you cast Alter Self at
Mhm.
will, and I was like, I need that. That's why that's why I don't have Speak with the Dead anymore. Is because I was like, there's 2 or 3 new invocations that I fucking want so bad, and Speak with the Dead was like a purely roleplay choice. So, John, can I change that? And I was like, yeah. I was like, oh hell yeah. Being
Oh
able
my
to alter
God.
self feels
Mhm.
actual shape shifting. It's so close to what my original idea was with the mimic race.
I can't wait for us to get into combat.
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
Do we want to go through this triple date?
Yes.
Okay.
yeah.
I'm reading something about what happened to a player in another campaign when they ate no flesh. Oh no. It's not
Yeah,
going
but
to
they
change what
won't.
I'm going to do, but oh no.
Did we get a short? Would we have had a short rest before this triple date?
Oh yes.
Okay. Good to
Oh,
know. I got
no.
a spell slot back.
Shit. I think kind of like in anime terms when it comes to story, and I'm like, if this was an anime, Elias would talk to Lady Valanta just to confirm that she had a hand in his backstory. But I'm like, life.
I mean, there are
There's
other people
risk.
you can talk to.
Yeah.
It's definitely, it's got to
You
be
would just
later.
lose.
No, it can't happen, but I want to. There's no reason she wouldn't charm me immediately. Just because.
Okay, just like a well-bored person, I don't think she has a reason to. But if you start asking really weird questions, yes.
I'm hoping I could play it off as kind of like, my dad worked there, and look at all the experiments he did to me. It's great stuff. What kind of stuff have you done?
Also, we know that she's aligned with Strahd.
Yeah, and I would know that.
Do we know if her goals are matched with Strahd perfectly? I think she might have her own wants.
I didn't get that vibe.
Well,
I believe the
she's
vibe.
her own person.
I believe the vibe we'd gotten is that she was getting kind of tired of the shit Strahd was doing.
Oh crap! There's something I need to remember to tell Matt and Riley, but you might want to wait till. I'm gonna offer Zector the dream spell to see if he wants to talk to Victor. I didn't know if I should see if you guys want to prepare something for that, or
You can offer that tonight. You can worry about that when we go to sleep.
yeah.
What the fuck you mean offer?
Well, what I'm wondering is like, should I, if with something like that, should I come to you guys like before a session and message you guys like, hey, my character now has the dream spell. Would you want to plan something between Zector and Victor, or should I just do it naturally in roleplay?
Naturally roleplay.
Okay.
Yeah, naturally in the roleplay.
Surprise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I'd like to react on my toes.
Oh, surprise you? Arcaz swings his bardage at your head.
Not really surprised, honestly.
I don't have it, but I have the alert.
How tall is Hope,
Oh,
by the
sorry.
way? Wait, you can swap initiatives to somebody.
Yeah. If you
Do
take
you
the
have the
new
new
alert,
alert
Yeah.
or the
Also,
old alert?
yeah,
Mhm.
the new alert. We're
Yeah,
going
I
5
don't have
5.
I don't have the alert key. I just want that to be known. I don't have it.
Okay.
Oh.
I'm just
That was a
saying.
gag.
Oh, by the way, yeah, with Warlock, you can get origin feats for your invocations.
Yep.
I know. I saw that.
You could get lucky, or you could get alert, or you could get tough.
So, I didn't. Just making sure this is cool. With the new backgrounds, they give you a feat most of the time.
Yes.
I got one that gave me lucky. Is that cool, John?
Ah,
Well, that with we already did the level 1 feats.
yeah.
For creating
That's what I was.
characters.
I said you could retool your character however you wanted for this. So, if you wanted to retool your character, including the background to 5.5, then I would allow it.
5.5 backgrounds.
Yeah.
That's what I was. And let me
Or
apologize
origin.
earlier when I was asking about this in the Discord. I was confused. I thought the new backgrounds or origins, whatever you call them,
Mm-hmm.
I thought they gave you 3 ASI points in addition to your racial.
No,
Turns out
racial do
they're
not give
one
ASI
or the
points
other.
anymore.
Racials no
I
longer give
realized that.
points.
Yeah.
I realized that after I was messaging you about it, and I was like, oh, I was misunderstanding. I meant to tell you about it, but
Mm.
I-
I might have been misunderstanding what you were meaning as well, because I was like, the
misunderstanding.
new alert doesn't actually give you any points. It just
But I
gives
know
you
backgrounds
its
that give
abilities.
you feats
It's
are
been
Yeah.
10
powerful.
minutes.
Mm. Yes, it has been 10 minutes. It has been past the 10 minutes. I have been brought. I have been caught unawares. Oh no. Anyway. What am I like? Anyway, I've watched a couple playthroughs of Thank Goodness You're Here, and oh my god.
Oh.
It is a hilarious game, but it makes me tired.
It does.
In a weirdly good way too. It's just like I'm happy to be sleepy right now. Anyway, so first and foremost, yes.
Arcas, Elias, Gabriel, I know y'all aren't actually doing anything today,
Yeah.
and I'm still worried about us not really being safe in this town. I mean, this is where the church found us. And I'm worried what they might do if they find us again. Would you all be willing to just be around the place where Zector and I are going to meet Hope?
Yeah, we won't be
Yeah.
too far.
I mean, don't eavesdrop, but
Lady Valenta eventually finds her way to you guys.
seeming we all look like ducks.
Imagine.
No.
Oh, Kaz, darling.
Yes,
Uh,
Miss
I'm
there
gonna
two
need
Arc-
you to
Is
join
there
me
two
for dinner
Arcazes
tonight.
right now?
Are there 2 Arcazes?
That's what I was like. I don't think I changed.
If
Everybody
you
remember that, right?
yeah.
Yeah,
If
there's 2 Arcazes right now.
there huh. Kind of looks well, Arcaz, the actual one.
Yeah. That would be him.
Yes,
Okay.
mistress.
I would like you to join me for dinner tonight.
Oh, lucky. Elias says a little bit.
You can
Under
join
his
me
breath.
if you want. I was just wanting
Really?
to review over what our Lord Strahd has plans for.
I
Keep
mean,
you up to date on the plan and what
Yeah, I
what
mean,
we're
as
going to be
long-
doing.
Well,
as
we
long as
were all
Arcaz does. Good.
we were all about to leave because we had business to attend to. Would it be all right if it happened after?
Oh, you can do your business wherever you like, but Arcaz needs to come with me.
And Elias will say, and I mean, if Arcaz doesn't need his like alone time with you or anything, I'd love to join.
It's
of like a
only
joke.
it's only talk over dinner. Feel free to join. I'd allow anybody to join us. In fact, if you're wanting to be allies to the wonderful Lord Strahd, you'd be welcome at our table.
Elias will alter self into a 6-foot-tall, brown-haired, kind-faced, wearing like normal. Imagine generic fantasy adventurer, like a half-plate breastplate,
Yeah.
normal clothes. Hey,
Mhm.
buddy. Just to differentiate himself, Marcus.
Okay.
Is there a dress code? Kind of showing
Oh,
off his
no.
shape-shifting abilities.
Go in what you like. I just
Okay. And
love
alters-
these things, and she kind of shows off the dress and the decorations she has. They were wedding presents.
Elias will alter self into a like tuxedo mask level formal
Mhm.
clothing. Something that Strahd would be impressed by.
Okay.
I thought you were going to come with us.
Well, I think you guys should be fine. I wouldn't want to pass the chance up to dine with such a wonderful person. Gesturing toward Lady Valenta.
Oh,
Are,
well, thank you so
Are you
much. A
sure?
charmer.
I mean, I'm not really.
Everything will be fine, Lilith. Go about your business. Kind of stare you down. Just leave it. Just leave
Uh,
it, is what
I
my
think-
face is saying.
I think Lilith would. I think we're sitting down somewhere. I imagine.
Yeah.
I thought we'd just come out of the blacksmith shop, so we're still standing in
I
town.
thought we were at the inn.
Oh, that's
You're
right.
s-
would
you
be correct.
you are somewhere near the end by this point.
Just like subtly grab Zector's wrist and just start squeezing tightly.
Mhm. Oh,
Uh,
don't mind me,
I can't-
honey.
I guess it'll be fine with you.
Well, thank you. You go enjoy yourself. Wherever you do, whatever you're doing.
Would you be joining us?
No. I unfortunately have other plans tonight.
Oh.
Do let
Okay.
me know how it goes later, though. Apologies, I can't make it, madam.
Oh, that's perfectly
and-
fine. I'm sure Arcaz will fill you in on the details.
Of
Indeed.
course. Enjoy your dinner, all of you. And he'll kind of
Thank you.
bow a little bit and walk away.
Mm-hmm.
Let his noble side take over a little bit and just leave that situation.
Yeah.
Are they leaving right now?
Oh no, she basically said tonight I would like you to I would want you to join us for dinner so we can catch up and talk about the plan.
Okay.
So she's basically taking Arcaz away from your plans of like tonight.
How much longer till we have the meeting with Hope?
Unfortunately, it's roughly about the same time.
No,
So
no, I know, but how much
What?
time?
Oh, I
do
see.
We have right now?
Probably by now it would be probably a couple of hours.
Okay. And how far? How big? How big is the city? Like, how long does it
Probably
take to
about
from end to end?
It's about 5 miles across, so probably would take roughly about 2 hours ish
Okay.
if you
well,
kept
if
at
we
a
got-
normal pace.
If we got time.
Yep.
We could use this, and she'll pull out the chain with the sandal, the iron sandal on it.
Are you sure, Lilith? What do we? Should we have any preparations? A larger map, something like that.
Again, it's only gonna last an hour. I don't think we're gonna even leave this town if we use it.
If that is your wish.
If that's what you want to do, we will support you 100%, Lilith.
I don't
We
think we're
got
gonna.
your back.
I don't think we're gonna find them. We're only gonna know a direction to travel in.
No,
Mhm.
but it
Can
would
we
be a
say that?
start at least.
That's all I think it is. It's not gonna. It would be very coincidental if they were in this town. We found them in an hour.
I've got to agree with Lilith.
I have
on that
no
one.
reason to even believe they'd be in this country.
And it doesn't. Do you know if it gives you like the distance, as well as the direction?
I have
or-
no idea what it does. But we got time right now. Should we?
Might as well.
So do you use it?
Do you think we should wait until we have a chance to where we're traveling quickly? That way we could, say, begin in this town, and as we're traveling, say, toward the capital,
It
we move. We could
That literally doesn't
monitor the
matter.
direction.
I don't think y'all above board. I don't think y'all understand. I've tried to rebut this so many times. An hour of distance is not going to do anything unless they're very close by. And I have no reason to even think that they would be in this country, let alone nearby.
My thought process was if they're close by, the direction will change more greatly if they're closer. If we were able to move
Oh
for
yeah,
30
if
minutes
they're
this
close
way,
by. But
that will
again,
help us figure out distance. If it
Again.
doesn't change like at all.
it doesn't. I don't think that even matters. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? They might be. Fuck it. Look at this ping. They might be in this fucking sand area, many hundreds of miles away. No matter how fast we are, in 1 hour, that line ain't gonna change if it's pointing in that direction.
All right,
That's what I'm trying to say.
I see what you're saying.
And that's if it works like that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
let's try it.
Gabriel's original argument was if she wanted to try to get somewhere she thought they might be and try to get like closer before we use it, but she had no starting point. so anywhere
This
is
is
as good
the
as
starting
anywhere else. Exactly.
I wanted to do it in the tower just so that we know a cardinal direction based on the tower.
Mm-hmm.
At least from there, because we could always go back to the tower and move in that direction if we just marked it. So, I mean, Runic Watch is as fine as any.
Exactly.
So we'll just start from
Use
this
it.
inn.
Let's do it then.
What's this inn name?
God. The inn. Did I give the inn a name? I need to make sure.
I don't think so.
I thought I had given the inn a
Welcome
name.
to
I
the
could be.
Wandering Inn.
The fuck, that would be a terrible place to do this from.
It's the Ruined Tree Inn.
Yeah, and I guess we'll go to the front of it, outside of it, and I will try to use this chain.
Okay. As you use this chain, you notice the iron, as the spell starts, begins to disintegrate on the sandal, and you see like the sandal's iron begins to basically, as it disintegrates, the dust of the iron is begins to sparkle and glow a deep violet as it blows to the west.
The west.
Yes.
Try to just pull out whatever I have to catalog stuff with and just write down like as much as I can, as much detail about this exact direction. Like from where I'm standing, the buildings it's pointing in between.
Yeah.
From where I am, just start cataloging all of this.
Mm-hmm.
So I can try to be as accurate as possible.
Okay.
I imagine I'm gonna have to go very long distance.
Yeah.
Is there a roll for that or something?
Make an intelligence check and add your proficiency if you're proficient in scribe's tools.
Would a minor illusioned map be enough for a help action? Like a 5x5 map of the world to help?
No fucking idea.
I'm going to say no on this one.
Then this. I don't know.
Actually, no, it will. It will make it with advantage.
And got this.
What's in the west direction of Runic Watch from us? What buildings have we gone past that direction?
What buildings?
Yeah.
Well, Dark Vein is in that rough direction, not quite.
Oh, I meant in Runic Watch.
Oh, I see.
We've been to today that are in that direction.
I see. Hope Shop would be one of the buildings.
And with advantage, right?
Yes.
Good. Pretty good. 21.
21 will give you a good chance of realizing, like, if you begin, like, if you want to try and bleh, you will know if a place is likely in the going to be the direction. Yeah.
Just
You succeed.
On that map that Elias made, just make a line in that direction.
Yeah.
And just try to see like what it overlaps.
Mm-hmm. You'd be able to see the stuff it overlaps.
Yeah, somewhere in that direction.
Mm-hmm.
Looking at the way this sand is moving, referencing like this is Hayden referencing like video games. When you're close to something, it pulses fast, or the sand will move in that direction quicker, or it'll move slower. This being the first time you've seen this, is there any way to know it? Like this sand seems to be moving slow. I feel like there's might not be a way to
there wouldn't be a way to do so. The
Yeah.
the best way, make an Arcana check.
Oh.
Yeah, make an Arcana check.
While it's happening, we'll just walk. I'll just start walking in that direction,
Mm-hmm.
What the?
trying to follow it.
Mm-hmm.
Zector follows through.
For the hour, it continues west. It doesn't change directions.
17 Arcana for something?
With a 17 Arcana, you realize that if this sandal did have something of the like, um, even like this is a hag trinket. There's no way to know exactly how it works, but a good way to maybe try and get it to work, get an idea of how it works, is if you manage to somehow get a second one and be much closer and compare the times from your memory.
Then we all go on like an hour sojourn to walk around a little bit.
Yeah, it does not change.
Doesn't help us ID anything.
Not necessarily. You basically know it's to the west of Runic Watch.
Okay. And after the hour, I guess that's that. I guess that's that.
Yeah.
Yep. Now we have a direction to go in, though, so it's a lead at least.
Something is better than nothing.
Do you guys mind if we take 10 minutes so I can cast a spell? I've been granted a little bit more magic.
What granted you that magic?
What do you have, Fig?
Well, I was talking to my patron, and we were just like, "Do you think this magic will help you better?" Well, I was wanting to find a familiar, to have a little buddy to help us out. Take about 10 minutes.
I mean, sure, but we need to get Zector and I need to get ready to go to meet Hope.
Right. Next time when I get a chance.
Yeah.
I mean, we can't stop you. You're gonna be going with Lady Valenta.
Yeah, you have an hour before your supposed meeting with Lady Valenta.
Yeah, before we go meet with Lady, I didn't want to stop everybody in the forest, but once we all separate our ways and
Yeah, you're not in the forest. You're still on the outskirts
still
of
in the
Runic
city.
Watch.
I
At the
was
very
imagining
least.
an hour would be really far away.
No,
Sorry.
it wouldn't be.
But whenever
That's
we
why
all
I asked
start,
how far it was to
Yeah.
walk across the city.
Yeah, I
whenever
said
we
about
start
2
getting
hours.
ready, I'd like to cast Find Familiar and summon one of those little sphinxes of wonder.
Who is your patron?
Ooh. Well,
Who's giving you this magic?
It's kind of hard to talk about, but my friends weren't granted an afterlife after I was the only choice given to me. After ending their suffering, their souls just stuck around. I thought it was just in the back of my head, but turns out after so many of them spent so much time in a different plane, they figured out how to give me powers, and we all agreed that we need to stop the church in the suffering. And with that agreement, I was granted abilities that they were able to find ways to give me. It's all my friends, though, so we don't got nothing to worry about. They're all really good people, every single one of them. They're just dead now.
How are you sure it's them that are giving you these powers?
Elias looks a little offended. What do you mean? And above board, I know they're totally, possibly, hopefully bad guys, but Elias is like, what do you mean? How could I know? I
mean,
watched the life go out of their eyes. I was the one
I'm
that
not
killed them.
saying
I
that.
know them. I
I'm
know
saying-
them. I would never not know them. And Elias is, I'm speaking over you intentionally to show Elias is like upset. I'm I'm not. Hayden isn't rude. I promise. What do you mean? How do I know them? How do I know it's them?
No, I'm not asking that. How can you tell the difference between all them? Are you sure that they're the ones giving you these capabilities?
I mean, yeah.
Because I ain't. Have I heard anything like that in my travels, DM?
I would also like to make an Arcana check on this.
Yeah, both of you make Arcana checks.
Arcana
And
check?
you
I was thinking
all-
like I was thinking like, have I heard stories of anything that could be like this?
Okay,
But
make
no,
a history check.
I'm not Arcana proficient.
Make history check then.
Can I also do an Arcana?
Yeah.
I rolled a 23.
Well, give me
Damn,
a moment.
Lilith with a 24. Nice.
Everybody get
Sector
the
for
fuck
the
out of
win.
here with these big numbers.
So-
This is bullshit.
So many bars.
So, Lilith, from your memory, you know you remember stories about vengeful spirits and groupings of people so bound by their desire for revenge or for justice to be done that they can take up a person as a patron or a champion for them and give them powers of vengeance and such. Sometimes they're just seeking justice and they're almost good-natured spirits. Sometimes they get twisted and maybe morph into one big ball of nastiness. You're not
And I don't know
entirely
if
sure
any
which
of
one
them-
would be.
I don't know if any of them would remember the moment when, with the Gnostics, the patron might have kept information from Elias.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if anybody would connect the two.
Gabriel,
Perhaps.
Zector,
Yes.
you are aware of such things. People who tend to get their power from other beings and such. And it can be a vast number. There is literally a vast number of beings that can provide power in exchange for services. It could very well be that Elias is what Elias says it's true. It could be that there is a being that's taking on the guise. The sad part about this is it's really, really hard to tell what it is. You have to be very, very discerning on what the patron does to be able to discern what it is, if it's actually what it says it is, and all the like. But that would often need to mean an encounter with the patron themselves.
Gabriel doesn't mention this, but does keep it in mind.
I mean, would you guys, Elias will say, would you guys need me to talk to them directly and answer any kind of questions? Because I can talk to them.
That would be
They tell
helpful.
me about all the times we hung out, and they're just my friends.
I'm just a bit concerned, because my patron I just learned was a beholder,
Yeah.
whatever that is exactly, which we should probably research. Now I think about it.
Let's see, your patron is. I
And
don't know
they
what a
never told
beholder
me
is.
that.
Wait, they didn't tell you what they were?
No.
But what kind of stuff have they told you? They know stuff about you. Surely you're friends with them, right?
They're not much of a talker.
Well, mine, they're always there. They help me calm down, and like I said, they're just my friends. But due to their situations, they were able to help me get power to stop the church. I don't know. Your patron sounds different. if he didn't tell you what he was, that's kind of suspicious. So who's your patron? Lilith. Elias is trying to change the subject. Who's your patron? We those Nothic, our little buddies Billy and Maze. They said that it was a beholder. Gabriel, you knew a little bit about it, but you've never met it, Lilith, in person. What's up with that? What the fuck is up with that? If anybody knows
always
Critical
been-
Role reference.
They've just always been Mr. Mittens, and she'll pull out Mr. Mittens.
Elias, I
Yep.
just have only one question.
Yeah.
When you channel, since the magic doesn't come from you, it comes from the source, is it willingly given or forcibly taken?
Willingly given. If anything was forcibly taken, I'm sure I could tell. Wait, like taken from me? Are you saying they take something from me when I use a power?
Zector will walk away off of that.
Wait, hold on. Above board Hayden isn't quite sure what you mean. What do you
Where are
mean
you
when
going?
We have a date, don't we?
Okay.
And above board, I just wanted to genuinely ask to see if Elias was gonna be like, oh no, they're totally fine. They're my best friends. They're definitely not gonna fucking fuck. Ass here.
That is 100% what Elias is trying to give off.
Yeah, 100%. Which is not warlock. No warlock practice ever good.
Well, I don't know. We've met a warlock who had a pretty fucking good deal.
Okay, there's only. Well,
He had a fucking trust fund from his dad.
we don't know who that is.
He was working in the family business. Taking over.
Apollo was a trust fund baby. That's all that he was, alright?
Fucking nepo babies.
Look what they did to my boy.
Zactor, real quick. After hearing what you told us about your past, I was talking to my patron, and he gave me access to a spell that lets me connect two people in a dream state. To talk, hang out for hours. You could. And I was just thinking, would you want to talk to your brother? You said he's just across in a different part of the world. He's still alive. If you know when he'd be sleeping, I could cast a spell for you, and you could talk to him. It would be private between just you two.
I would greatly appreciate that.
No problem.
Oh no.
Oh no, indeed.
I'm able to help.
Ah,
I guess we need to get ready and go and meet Hope.
mhm.
And
Yeah.
and
So-
Arcaz, is that what you're gonna wear to dinner with Lady Valenta? Your under armor, your underwear?
This is my casual wear, thank you.
Okay, are you sure? We could go get you something. We got a little bit of time.
I mean, I can
Get
take
you
care of
some-
that now if you want.
What? What do you mean?
I showed y'all what I can do. I
Oh,
can put a glamour up for a while on all of us.
that lasts when he's away
Didn't-
from you?
Didn't she say that she was?
She
we
said
were gonna
she'd.
be eating at the inn.
She didn't actually specify where. She just said, "I would like to have you for dinner, so we
She's
can
gonna-
talk
Wait a
things
minute,
over."
Wait a minute.
She's
Can
I
I
like,
be-
said those
can I,
exact
like-
words.
Not
can I,
those
like,
exact
insight
words.
check that? Okay.
Wait,
Not those exact words. She said, "I would like to have you come to dinner, to so we can talk
discuss
things
about our
over."
plans.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would like to have you for dinner.
Oh,
Hey,
turns
Well,
out somebody
alright
else is
then.
having a date as
No.
well.
Yeah,
Didn't
she can't
realize
really
that
get.
Lady Valenta was into swinging.
Better not let Strong find out.
Arcaz will sigh in defeat and say to Lilith, "Don't make it too obnoxious."
Well, he definitely needs a top hat. Yeah.
No,
Top hat?
Okay.
No top hats.
You would look good with it, I think. I'm pretty sure.
No top hats and no cape.
No capes.
And what do you want to be in your natural form or in your guise?
stick with the human face for now.
All right. I don't think you'll be able to drop it at will. It's gonna last for 8 hours or until I drop it.
That's fine.
And I will have cast steaming. And what does everybody want to look like? You just describe it to Lilith, and I'll do that.
Zector will describe very like I'm just gonna ballpark it like sweats for this date.
Wait, what?
Sweats.
Like sweat. Like Zector.
He's going full casual. So casual, you probably shouldn't be going out into public casual.
Pretty much. I'm
Okay.
kind of like in my head. I'm hoping Lilith will be like, "Yeah, we're not doing that."
Yeah, Lilith is doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're okay. You're getting very a formal, really nice looking suit that fits you perfectly. Has a little cuts for your tail. And it's gonna be a nice dark blue with a deep sanguine red tie to go with it, and gonna have some horn jewelry, like silver chains and such connecting his horns, and a little like silvery gleaming veil going down his neck as well.
Okay.
That is so fucking spiffy.
Yeah.
And instead of actual shoes, it's going to be more like a very fancy looking like wraps to accommodate for his legs,
Mm-hmm.
for his feet,
Yeah.
instead of actual shoes, to
Okay.
match with the rest of the getup.
Okay.
I'm also going. Lilith is going to be in a emerald green dress, tube dress that goes down her form, with a bunch of gold and gold jewelry excepting her, and to equip her with her 5 gold bangles to go on her tail, different sets of jewelry to go on her horns, and there's going to be like sapphires to go along with her eyes and hair in the jewelry. Arcaz, he's going to have like almost
May I
a
make a
very
request?
dark black cross-patching like snakeskin almost straight black outfit suit with jet black pants to go down with it. He's straight all black, like kind of like that one image of Dave Bautista.
Mm-hmm.
If y'all can
I love
find
how
it.
you say that, and I'm fairly certain we can all just.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
God darn it.
And
I was gonna make a request, but whatever, that works.
yeah, like this image right here. I'll put it in player game chat. What did Gabriel one look like?
Gabriel doesn't need anything because Gabriel is going to be by himself unless something attacks. That, and he also dresses kind of fancy to begin with.
Yeah, a lot of like
So-
checkered patterns.
Ninja
Like
suit.
this. Like that.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, that looks good.
And what did
Hang on.
Gabriel want? What did Gabriel want?
Gabriel didn't want anything.
All right,
He
you're
already
also
dressed.
You're gonna
Uh,
look like very formal. Not yourself. You're going to look like You're gonna look like Monopoly Man, but formal and
and
more
cast dispel
pre-
magic on himself.
present. That would destroy the whole thing. So hey, you'd
That's a
ruin
waste of
everyone's
your
day.
spell slot.
Zector, if you wouldn't mind counterspelling him.
That would happen.
Do I even have that prepared today? I think I do. Let me
I
double-
thought
I
it
do
had
not.
been muted this
You're
whole
go-
time.
Yeah,
But
not,
no,
not
Gabriel
exactly Monopoly
specifically.
Man, but like I'm going with like
Well, Gabriel
Tycoon-esque.
specifically says he doesn't want anything because he's gonna be by himself.
Aren't you
Does
going
your
to be around
spell-
us?
Does your spell identify willing and unwilling? You target willing
No,
creatures or
not
unwilling?
necessarily.
Theming?
No,
I'm
it
going to
doesn't.
be
I'm pretty sure
nearby.
Steaming doesn't specify willing and unwilling. Each creature are you need to make, if you're unwilling, you need to make a charisma saving throw.
Ah. So make a charisma saving
no.
throw.
Do you
Well,
want
Gabriel's
to look
trying to
cat
explain to-
just casual?
Well, Gabriel doesn't want to change his clothes. One, his outfit is fine for wherever they go. Two, he is planning to be outside and not in the restaurant.
No, you'll look like yourself. I don't want you looking like yourself and snooping around
I
and
want
hope
to look
sees
like
you.
me.
I don't want to hope knowing you're there.
Well, if you're going to resist Gabriel, go ahead and make a charisma saving throw.
Lilith.
Can you let a creature automatically succeed?
4. I
Nope.
failed.
You're going to have like a brown fleece jacket with like a dark green turtleneck to go with it. And then some black pants, a brown belt, and like brown slacks to go, or shoes to go with it.
Gabriel will look at this and go,
Yeah.
"This is hideous."
Look, and then you look like a human with a bit chiseled and jaded against the world.
And my horns are gone. He sounds legitimately upset that his horns
Oh.
are gone.
They're physically there and you touch them, but people don't see your horns.
If this is
That is
going to
also
be
a problem.
If this is going to be a high-end restaurant that Hope's recommended, and you want to be there so that in case something bad happens, which was the plan, but you don't not interrupt, then this is what it takes.
Not really. I could have sat outside perfectly fine, unbothered.
You draw eyes.
You are far
Draw
too
eyes?
eccentric. You are far too
Oh.
eccentric and stick out like a sore thumb. You need to look average.
You call this average?
For the place that we're going to be? Yeah. Yeah.
Gabriel just shakes his head, giving up on your common sense.
I just had this thought of having Hope go to like the essential for a fast food restaurant.
Yes. Do it. Or roll a die.
We gave her like how much gold today?
All of it.
A good amount.
How much gold did Zector give her today?
500 gold.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No. Zector gave her 500 gold, 4 platinum, 300 gold again, so 800 and 4 platinum.
Yeah.
Said, "Hey, look,
840.
50
And
of that
then,
was given back to Gabriel.
And then Gabriel
then-
spent 150 on a spell scroll.
Oh,
Mhm.
also, Arcaz looks like his. You wanted human form? Or
Yes.
undead form? Okay, human form.
Mm-hmm.
Elias is gonna look like Arcaz, but same suit, but white.
Mm-hmm. They're
Alright.
matching. In a way.
Black and white, yin and yang.
Okay. So, let's get this started. First and
Good evening.
foremost,
My name is Mr. White. This is my associate, Mr. Black.
yeah.
How are
We're gonna start with Arcaz and Elias.
No, I
Oh,
have
dear.
black and white. I have a black and white suit. He has a white and black suit. Both in
So-
The
checkered
other
patterns.
people, I thought they were gonna go first.
No,
It's fine.
no,
I'm
you're
ready.
you're going first, because this is gonna be fun. So you go and sit down, Elias, and she has taken all of you to a pretty nice restaurant. It's not fancy, and it's a little out of the way. And she smiles. Uh, Most of the wait staff, obviously, even with your passive, Elias, there's just attention here. And she smiles and goes, "Please, order whatever you like. It's on me."
And Elias will take a minute to order the most expensive thing on the menu. and he'll ask
Arcaz,
the
will
waiter-
I need to be providing anything for you tonight?
Unfortunately, yes, mistress.
Ah, very good. Don't worry. We'll be sharing then.
What are you having to drink, Lady Valenta?
Oh,
Am I
Valenta,
saying that right? Valenta.
normal food and drink don't sit well with me anymore, but don't worry. Thankfully, I have a solution.
Oh, are you quite unwell? If normal food and drink
Oh no,
don't sit well with you?
just
Oh,
it's the state I am. The benefit of being eternally bound to my beloved Strahd is that my tastes
I
are a
didn't
little
wanna-
different.
I didn't want to be presumptuous. I know about our friend here and his needs. We had a lot of time in that tower. It was intense.
Oh, don't worry. I have I have a provision for him perfectly. You will have to wait for your turn, Arcaz, first, of course. But she snaps her fingers, and a man being led in by chains is brought before her and sat, forced to his knees. Oh, please continue. And she waits specifically for food to be prepared and given to you, Elias, so you can eat while she does this. And you watch, and she's watching you as she does this as well, as she takes the man by the head and sinks her teeth into his neck. And he is
Elias
drained.
is trying to look like he. What's the opposite of a disgusted? Like,
Yeah.
hell yeah. That guy deserves it. He's
Make it-
needy, like with enthusiasm. Like, hell yeah, kill that, fuck that guy. It's deception. Okay, I guess it would be
Make a deception check. Yeah.
Trying to get in line to make it look like to Lady Valenta, like Elias is all about
Mm-hmm.
whatever she's. All right, here we go, and I will hit a luck.
Oh, nice. So yeah, you're just vibing. You have pushed down all the disgust that you feel, and though it rises, you're not here. You're not here. Though you feel it constantly rising, you know for a fact that this isn't the time. You even feel kind of in the back of your mind, not yet.
And let's see. She sinks her teeth into his throat, right?
Yes. And she is actively draining him of all his blood as you watch. And she is intently watching you.
While looking impressed, I'll wait till she's finished. And
Mhm.
if she finishes soon,
Mhm.
Elias will ask, is it better when they're alive, or is it the same if they've been taken? He tries to be like proper, like if they've been taken care of beforehand. I I know Arcaz, he likes it fresh.
This
I
will
didn't
be
know
as
there's a difference.
fresh as it gets for Arcaz. But, she kind of just takes a napkin and wipes her, the sides of her mouth as she pushes this man she's just killed to fall at Arcaz's feet. I believe that's your dinner, Arcaz. And as she turns back to you, I can't really abide by already dead dead blood,
Ah,
but me needing blood and Arcaz needing flesh, it works out. So Arcaz,
I
do you
asked
take?
her.
Do you
Go ahead,
take and
Arcaz.
eat Arcaz?
I will reach down and grab this unfortunate gentleman by the head, bite into the opposite side of his neck, and rip off a piece of flesh with my teeth.
Okay. So Elias, you were
And
saying?
start chewing.
Elias looks and is like, you know, the average person would look at that and see something terrible, but surely it grants you abilities. And honestly, just the power and authority to take a life is desirable, Elias will say, trying to make him seem temptable.
Oh, well,
And
you have to put people in their place, dear.
of
And what
course,
better way to put them in their place is to show them that this thing happens whether they will like it or not. There's nothing they can do about it while Strahd rules.
see, I've always been on the lower end of the totem pole. I'm hoping I love what all you do. Hoping by helping you guys, I'd be able to get in the ranks a little bit and kind of help you guys do what you do. Because it seems like the more powerful Strahd is, if you work for him, the better your life is.
Oh, surely.
And it just, from this side, from being where I've come from, it looks, I'd just like to say it looks great. And if you ever need help, just know that
Well,
you can come to me.
so
hope
long
to
as
be
Strahd
closer to you
favors
one day.
you, so long as Strahd favors you, your life will be aplenty.
And what was it you wanted to speak about?
Ah,
Our current
yes.
plans?
Our current plans, Arcaz, we plan to be heading off sometime within the next day or so. Uh, Lord Strahd wants us back at his castle, and since I've informed him that the remnants of the Lantern Bearers party are still here, and it appears the position of Lantern Bearer has been passed to another. He definitely wants to have some words with the fortunate
know about
champion. The
I thought
land.
we've hidden that the entire time.
They apparently
Sounds
know
like they
about
know.
this.
Ah, yes.
Sorry, I was muted. I got Lilith's attention by taking the lantern from Zector and waving it outside the building. Remember?
And I forgot.
Yeah,
I
that's
would have
right.
done this beforehand, but Arcaz and Elias would have a telepathic bond right now if we need to say anything together. But she was. What'd she just say? She knows who. I'll ask Arcaz. She knows who Zector is. Should we tell her that he told us and try to give her information to get on her good side? What do we tell her? We can't lie. That you'll hear that telepathically.
She knows.
Oh, you're talking about our that guy Zector.
Ah, that's
I
his
was
name.
there when you met him.
Yes, that was his name. Definitely.
He said his buddy got killed.
It was a
And-
shame that The church has been very, very adamant about trying to keep put down any opposition. Of course, Strahd
said
hasn't been too happy with how they've been running things as of late.
So you're just saying you want to help our buddy Zector take control of the church, or you wanted
Yes.
to? What was you wanting with him? I'm sorry.
Oh, Strahd is seeking to take the young man under his wing, give him guidance, help him get to the power he deserves to be, and together we can rule this place. Zector as the spiritual leadership, and Strahd as the lord of the land. How it should be, with the first and second estate protecting the third.
I'll follow, or I'll telepathically tell Arcaz, follow my lead here, and God, I hope this isn't stupid. I'll say something along the line. Let's see how this goes. So, Lady Valanta, sounds like a good deal from my perspective, but devil's advocate here. What if Zector, the new champion, doesn't want to work with Strahd?
Well, that would.
I could try to convince him myself.
Oh, I understand you could, but all these unfortunate things happen. Thankfully, my husband has ways of convincing people.
Hold on one second. Let me think about this for a second. Oh, you're married. Was that a?
Oh yes, to Lord Strahd.
Was that a interesting ceremony?
Oh,
What-
very
you know
quite
how-
interesting.
Was it appropriate for somebody of your quality?
Well, the Lord Strahd fancies me. I remember the times when he came to my window at night. At first I was frightened, but he doted on me such. And then, after the third visit, he took me away to his castle, where he made me one of his brides, gave me these fine dresses and jewels to be one of his one of his three wives.
I see. And you just kind of, do you guys get to go? Elias is just trying to talk to her like a friend, like, hey, you guys get to go out on dates? Does he treat you right?
Oh.
I don't know what.
He's so busy with all the work he has recently. I would understand why he doesn't actually have time, but I do my best, and it is my honor to help him wherever I can. I've been mostly acting as as an ambassador these days.
Oh man, he doesn't get to spend as much time with you. That's terrible.
He doesn't get to spend his much time with anybody. He chooses
if
his
you-
company carefully.
But if you ever need somebody to spend time with, just let me know.
I don't think you could ever match up to him.
Of course, if I'm just.
But yeah.
So, did you tell us what kind of steps you'd like us to take? Hey, this is Hayden. I can't remember.
Well,
I was trying to flirt
I
a
would
little bit.
I would like to convince you all to act as bodyguards on the way to Draco Heights. It would be a much easier. I have my entourage, and Arcaz is one of my guards. But with extra support, you never know. There have been rumors of late.
Yeah, is there anything we need to watch out for? I don't know if there's any kind of magic that would hurt somebody like you more specifically.
I don't think any magic can make its way in here at this time.
We actually it should be a fun journey. We have one of our friends plays a little music, so it should be entertaining.
I look forward
Hopefully
to it.
nothing happens.
Oh.
Mhm. And with that, we're gonna move on. Meanwhile,
In
so
our universe.
yeah,
All over the world.
In a universe far, far away.
Zector Lilith,
Yes.
you head to Hope's house, and she's standing outside her shop in it in a midnight blue fluffy dress. It's fluffy because the dress part of it is frilled up. But it is midnight blue, not the expectant pink, but pink on pink skin. The midnight blue dress has, you can tell, tons of glitter all over it to make it look like it's the night sky in her dress. And she smiles as she sees you approach. Uh, Lilith, you can tell there's a little bit of disappointment seeing you arrive, but she tries to put on a brave face. And she goes, "Oh, hi! All right, are you ready to come around?"
Zach's gonna look at Lilith. Yeah.
All right, well, come with me. I have this wonderful shop.
Zach will whisper to Lilith, "You made this really tight."
It doesn't feel like anything.
Yeah, it
it's just
doesn't
your
feel like
clothes.
anything. Yeah.
Zector is just that fucking nervous. It's tight.
Oh, one thing I almost forgot, Elias. I need to actually say this because I will forget. And when Lady Valenta concludes the meeting and dinner and begins to go off to her room, she passes by one of the servers, an older human woman, and goes, "Compliments to the chef, dear," and walks out. And the woman immediately starts bawling. So,
What does that mean? That was her husband.
was it though? Anyway,
Give me 1 second. I might have something for this. Can somebody help me out? How does modified memory work? Once it's over, do they remember what actually happened, or could I rewrite that and make her think it didn't happen?
You cast a spell on them, and then for a minute, you convey a message to them, replacing a memory of up to 10 minutes in span. The replaced memory is 10 minutes spanning.
yeah.
And once that
Within
ends, do they
within the
remember
past
what actually
day.
happened?
No, if they fail to save, they remember what you put in there.
So I'm looking at the spell right now. I'm trying to say look for something along the lines of when the spell ends, they remember what actually happened and know you.
Oh no! The
It's a
idea
permanent change
it's a permanent change until dispelled.
or greater restoration.
Yeah.
I would like to, with it only has a verbal and somatic components. So for a Great Old One Warlock, it would no components. So it's a DC 18, maybe Wisdom saving. I would like to just make it so as Lady Valenta didn't say that. That jab didn't happen. I can't possibly think of something that she could say to make her feel better, but
She just walked out without saying anything.
Yeah, just that is all the modified memory does.
Okay, cool. All right.
You just
So-
stare at them for like 10 a minute.
Wait, does it require a minute of casting time?
I
Up to
think
a
so.
minute.
Up
It's
to a
up
minute.
to a minute of concentration.
No, the casting time is an action. The
Yes.
concentration, I can concentrate on it for whatever. I don't need to be within the same. Yeah, I cast it and go on my way.
Alrighty. So, back to Lilith, Zector, and Hope.
Thank you so much for having us, Hope.
Oh, thank you. It's nice to have friends over to have food. Um, I don't normally get a chance to do stuff like this, so it's going to be exciting. So she takes you to a nice restaurant. Um, Not quite super rich and poshy, but it is good food and a good atmosphere. It's like it's not the most expensive place, but it is really, really good. And I know, and I'm friends with the chef.
Well, I came here for the company anyway, so anywhere was
Oh,
fine by me.
thank you. Um, so
I'd rather have overdressed than underdressed.
well, thank you. I would feel kind of silly if you didn't actually dress up either.
Look at Zector.
Zector looks away.
Confident.
And it's about this
Mhm.
point that Gabriel cast Dispel Magic. No, I'm kidding.
No.
Also, did Gabriel follow us? Is he just like following behind?
Are you following behind Gabriel?
Gabriel did trail like a ways behind. Like you wouldn't really be able to see him, but with Lilith's height, he was able to see them pretty well. And
Stealth.
he is near the restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
He just didn't enter or sit directly in front of it. If there's like
Yeah.
a coffee shop nearby, he's sitting out on an outside patio, whittling what looks to be stone.
There's a Starbucks. Just kidding. Just kidding.
The logo's blue.
I mean, if anybody's gonna sit in a Starbucks, it's going to be Gabriel.
Yeah.
Let's be real, it really would be.
It actually the icon is actually the eye of the putrid mother.
So I was right about the color.
Anyway, so um uh so she goes, well, yeah, so what do you have? Well, Lilith, how would you like to? What kind of inspiration do you need?
Honestly, why don't you just start about tell me about yourself?
Oh, well,
How'd you get into the scrapping business?
oh, I always loved writing prettily. I was a little bit of a well-off girl. My family aren't quite noble, but they did a very lucrative trade um, in selling scrolls. And I've always loved magic, and I've always loved calligraphy. So I started making my own scrolls once I started learning magic, and it's been my passions ever since. I
Well,
went
taught
to
you?
oh, my father taught me actually. Um, yeah, he was an adventurer, and after having me, he went off on adventures and apparently never came back. I only
What the hell
remember
is he?
living. I don't know. They say he went to some ruins near Thamale.
Ruins near Thamale.
And he never came back from that place. And my mother said that adventuring work always did have that risk, so there was no telling what could have happened to him. I do remember a little bit of him before he went.
Well, that's even more we have in common.
Oh, really?
I have no idea what happened to my father. He could be dead for all I know.
Oh,
Last, I don't have any real memories of him. He dropped me off at an orphanage, and no idea since.
well, I kept writing, and he kept around some of his old spell books. And one day, oh yeah, all the time. And when I started to learn how to use them and cast magic, I started writing spell scrolls, and I eventually stumbled into the ability to make my own magical quill. That was rather exciting.
That's an amazing ability.
Yeah,
That is.
it writes in any color I want.
That's an even better ability. That's like the best thing. That's better
Yeah.
than anything I can do.
Watch this, and she takes a piece of paper. She always has one on her, and she begins to write out some letters in Draconic, and as she writes, the colors begin to change. The ink actively changes to shifting colors of the rainbow. It's like it makes my spells look so much more pretty.
Oh, Vector, wasn't that in that one language that we found in the tower? I can't. What's it say? You're able to read that, right?
Zector is just looking in awe.
So,
Like, he's so
Uh-huh.
impressed by this quill. And then he's just like, why can't my fucking quill do that?
What it actually does it say though? I can't read this. I just
Zector
realized.
can. Zector can.
yeah. It says it says sparkles. It really just says sparkles. So
Zector is not going to attempting not to show face at all.
That's amazing.
He's like
Yeah.
sipping some tea, like.
Oh, and one of the fun things also about this is watch. She passes the feather over the ink and it disappears.
Oh, well, that's just handy.
Makes really helpful whenever I've made mistakes.
I can imagine.
And yeah, I started into the calligraphers guild, and I became an official scribe.
Oh, Vector, didn't you want to show her some stuff from your notes?
Oh yeah, I would love to see your notes on magic and such. Is it true that you could use Wall of Stone even though you might have something better? What kind of situations
that
would
was
make
better?
that better? Would make it preferable to something that you have that might be better than stone wall.
Zector, he opens his mouth, opens, close, like.
Well, Zector, what did you have that you thought was better than that?
Oh damn! This water's just so nice. Zector starts chugging the whole water.
Just gonna start staring at him.
She happily waits for your answer.
Yeah.
He's like,
Oh,
"Fuck,
God."
What?
Well,
So,
I'll flag down a waiter or something to ask for a refill. So what was it that you had? Would you be able to show us in here?
They're both staring at
Oh,
you.
I don't think Wall of Stone could, or anything better than Wall of Stone, could be used in a place like this. We'd have to pay for damages.
yes.
I mean,
Lord.
Zector's smart. Can you even tell us what it's called?
Yeah.
I
Sorry.
can.
Go on, we're all ears.
It's called Wall of Force.
Oh, yeah, that would be much better than Wall of Stone.
What does that do, Zector?
impenetrable wall that I can see through versus one that I can't?
Only few types of magics can actually destroy it or remove it. So it is a very, very powerful spell. I'm so impressed. Being able to cast Wall of Force, that is so cool.
Yep.
But
Yeah.
you said you can see through it?
Yep.
Well, I mean, I guess that's one thing that's Wall of Force can't do. It doesn't block line of sight. We've had to deal with a lot of spells that require sight.
And I can't climb on top of it. That's why I've needed Wall of Stone. Yep.
Oh, so you're looking for the height advantage.
Yep, that's it. That's exactly it.
That's clever. Oh, you're so smart.
He really is.
Fucking grabbing the water. Going.
He hasn't come back yet. Zector, that one's mine.
Oh, damn, sorry.
Oh, you're awful thirsty today. Did you have enough water before it?
Don't worry about me. Yeah.
You gotta eat.
I appreciate.
Where's the facilities here? I'm so sorry. I went through the water so fast. I need to. Yes.
Really good water.
Goes right through you.
Oh,
Yeah, what did Lilith and Hope talk about while Zector's gone?
yeah, so Zector steps away. Lilith, what do you say to Hope? Oh, I hope he's okay.
I'm sure he'll be fine. He's had to deal with a lot lately. We both have.
Oh, really?
It's kind of why I haven't been able to deal with this block. We had some friends pass away recently, and
Oh,
that's all I can really think
I
of.
heard about that. Oh,
You did?
yeah. The Church of the Putrid Mother has been going downhill lately. And with the whole business with this new Dark Lord and everything, most people just keep to themselves. I only heard about it after I came back yesterday to Runic Watch. I had gone to Thomolite to visit my mom, and I came back and heard that apparently the champion of the Putrid Mother was slain, and that kind of hit a real hard for us, because we always hoped he would actually be able to set things right.
Well, hopefully they can change.
Hopefully.
I was wondering. I'm a bit perceptive, and I was wondering if I've got a feeling, and I wanted to know if it was right or not. Do you happen to have a crush on Zector?
I feel like you're come in at this moment.
No, you fucking disintegrate. Polymorph into a grasshopper. Hayden, you got a lot of feedback going on.
Yeah.
I feel like at that moment Zector would have come back at that exact moment.
Oh no. She's like, oh, well, and she kind of twirls her hair a little bit, blushing deeper. Like, her pink skin becomes more red as she is fumbling over her words. Well, yeah. I mean, he did buy a spell that he didn't really have any use for. I kind of thought maybe it was because of me, and I don't find any attractive people too often, and sure, it looks like he's been through a lot, but everybody's been through a lot these days.
Oh, we have. And you are really endearing.
Thank you.
I could just eat you up. You're real adorable. You know that?
Oh, thank you.
Is Zector back?
But
I'll
I
let John tell me when I get back.
Uh-huh.
But
Yeah.
the thing is, I think he has a lot going on, and I don't think he's really able to start dating anyone right now. I didn't. I find you're real amazing. You're very smart, and you can do amazing things. But I didn't want Zector to have to be the one to tell you. He's
Oh,
dealing
okay.
with a lot of family stuff and a lot of trauma right now, and I don't think he's ready to.
I need you to either make a
on to-
deception or persuasion check.
Okay.
My bro instincts are like, fuck you, Lilith. Let this dude
Tell
do what
me
he needs."
whatever. Tell me what it
Me too.
is. Is it deception or
outta here.
deception?
Deception.
Okay, cool. And she goes, "Oh,
Shit.
okay. I understand, and I don't want to be a burden on him, and I don't really
just
think
don't
I
think
can
he's ready to-
travel, so
I just don't think he's ready to date anyone
I understand."
right now.
And she is a little deflated, but it's that kind of I'm sad, but I understand what's going on type of sad.
Oh my god.
And so yeah, this is where Zector comes back, and as you come back, she kind of perks up. Zector makes a make an insight check.
Okay. Let's
Nat
see how
20.
good that is. Fuck no, it ain't.
How the
It's
3?
You got this.
DM?
Yeah, that's about it.
Not bad.
12.
That's not
12?
bad. It's
Okay.
not bad.
She seems just as happy as ever. Lilith, she's putting on a face.
My
So.
sister- me and Lilith is so different. My passive is 11. Lilith's passive is 21, dude. There is such a gap between us. She's seen every passive we use this month.
Well,
Yeah.
somebody has to.
Yeah, I know, right?
That being
This
said,
is
Zector
Oh.
comes back and just looks at everyone. It's like, so what's
So,
going on?
You were wanting to show give me some could you give me some pointers?
Oh yeah, and then Zector
Mhm.
is immediately lightens up and pulls out his spell book, puts it like
Mhm.
kind of scooches next to her, and like starts showing her.
And
like, his
she
spell book.
scooches next to you, gets real close, and begins watching and listening intently to what you say.
Zector's just literally going through like the
Mhm.
motions of his spell book and all of the spells that he has, the cool stuff, like this is just some of the
You
fun
know-
stuff, like some of the stuff we've gone through, and just kind of flipping through the spell book.
Mhm.
He is not noticing shit past it.
You know-
11 for the win.
You know how golfers like get behind, like a male golfer would get behind a female golfer and be like, "This is how you do it. You need to do that with her her pin. This is how you gotta do it. You grab her hand."
What, mansplain scribing to her?
In a
Yeah.
flirty way.
From the Scribers Guild.
Who runs a shop selling magical scrolls?
That are
She
works of
wants
art in
Zector to do
themselves.
that,
Yeah, her spell scrolls are legit works of art by themselves.
Like Zector's just like going through the book, going like, see, even though like he just like kind of like goes like, look, I get it. You don't need to judge my handwriting, kind of shit. I get
Oh.
it, but
I've seen
it's-
far worse.
It's not yours, okay? I get it.
Trust me, I've seen far worse. I sometimes pay wizards to allow me to look through their spells. Their spell books.
That's a thing.
Oh yeah,
Zector could show her hand signs.
I love how it's like normal mages and wizards are like, like, I'm gonna keep this secret, and then Gabriel and Zector are like, oh, you wanted to see? Sure, come here. I'll walk you through it.
They're mostly secretive, but I found slipping like 150 gold pieces maybe their way gets them to open their book a little. Literally.
I mean, just being friendly also does that.
Oh.
What's Lilith doing while they're doing this?
She just got
Learning
her.
and
She
teaching.
just got her head on her hand, just watching.
Oh,
smiling.
and Lilith, you can tell, she may be
Flirting
super
hardcore.
close. She may be super close, but it's there's a weird disconnect there. She's
I want to roll.
uh-huh.
I want to see if she's getting lost in work after hearing that.
Make an insight check.
Like
Say again?
like how I just watched Zector switch flip.
Yeah.
Or flip a switch. I want to know if she's like the same way
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah, go ahead and roll.
Oh my god, I
19.
thought that was funny.
A 19. With a 19, yeah. She's getting lost in her work.
Just two mages, not enough
You.
Mhm.
And I think at this point Lilith will excuse herself to go use the restroom, and then
Mhm. Mhm.
go while they're just lost. You go to the front door and look for Gabriel.
Mhm. Okay.
Not hard to find. I'm at the coffee shop right across the street with a cup of tea in front of me, and I seem to be chiseling at some stone for some odd reason.
Just sit down across from you and then start tuning an instrument.
So how's it going in there?
It's going fine in there. I do need to ask Hope one more thing before she leaves.
You gonna leave him to it the rest of this timing, or?
They're getting lost in work.
Gabriel will kind of pause and raise an eyebrow as he looks to Lilith, then shakes his head and goes right back to what he was doing.
They're being nerds. You would understand.
I probably would.
Hope notices Lilith is gone and starts flirting hardcore.
After a while, if they're not out, like
Mhm.
10, 15 minutes later, I'll message Zector and say that make up an excuse. I had to step out. I'm outside with Gabriel.
Zector, okay, real quick, how tall is Hope?
Hope is probably about 5'4"ish.
Short bitch.
Taller than Zector.
Everyone is taller than Zector.
Yeah, that's really not a hard bar.
5 foot flat, dog. It's not a hard bar to beat. You're short. Short kings for the win, man. Anywho, Zector's gonna like pop up real quick and be like, "Oh, Lilith had to go take care of an issue that was brought to her attention.
Oh, I get it. Adventuring life is hard, right?
It's a struggle to say the least.
Okay.
But wait, Zector was gonna look at her. What's your best spell?
Oh, well, again, I only have up to the 3rd tier in magic. I can cast lightning bolt and fireball, but I've figured something out with my spells. I can actually switch around their elements.
What?
Yeah.
You can
So-
turn a 3rd level spell into a cantrip. Amazing.
So, I have been working really, really hard, and you see her turn to a page, and you can tell from looking at it, it's a chromatic orb spell, but it's transcribed physically in her spell book as a 3rd level spell. I've been working to try and get a way to make my magic spells be more varied. That's part of the reason why people buy spells from me, even wizards with the spells that I already have, is because I'm providing scrolls that are of different element than their normal spell formula. And yeah, with this I've been able to change fireball into something that does cold damage, lightning, thunder, that type of thing.
So you can send a lightning fireball or a fire thunderbolt or lightning bolt.
Yeah, I've done some testing, and like I got like a better mage than me to help me with this. Uh, if it is transcribed into their spell book, it just acts as the normal spell, but as a spell scroll, it still retains its regular the element I put it as, and I can just switch around the elemental. It's just part of the formula that I've unlocked. And I don't know exactly why it is. It might be part that I found imbued my spell book with a little bit of extra magic. Because watch, and she kind of raises up her spell book and lets it go, and it begins to float. It's perfectly animated on its own.
Zeker's gonna put his spell book up near her, and he's gonna let go. He's gonna cast telekinesis on it.
What? Get it?
I could do it too.
It only cost me a 4th level spell.
Fifth level.
It's a 5th level spell.
She can't use 5th level spells though.
He's just see. I could do the same thing. It only lasts 10 minutes though.
Yeah. And she closes the book and puts it back down. You were saying?
How can I get a quill like yours? How
I
do I do what you do?
I don't know. I mean, I've heard that it's a specialty among wizards. It's just kind of how you take your path in learning how magic works and the scientific formula of magic. It's just something that I focused into with my calligraphy, and I found a teacher who was able to tell me how to use and summon a magic quill, and that's why I am. I mean, what kind of wizard? What do you do as a wizard?
I feel I'm just gonna say this, and it's gonna sound pretty bad comparatively, but I was essentially trained in all my life in combat, and
Oh.
some of the when I was young, some of the elves in my training facility were nearby, and I was seeing their magic, and I learned through them, and mostly what I can do is what you do is amazing. It is what you can learn, what you can do, where you can just the potential is limitless for where you can go. I only have one way to go, and that is I'm going to either die or live to be a combat wizard in the fray of everything all the time. I don't have the potential that you do.
I see.
As that's been all my life of how it is. It's fun.
You're
sometimes.
very brave, you know that.
I wouldn't go that far.
But you're willing to dive headlong into dangerous situations. And you're faced with such. I don't know if I could function if I was put in your shoes. I
No one wants to be in my shoes.
I
And
can't
I'm the type
s- I can't say I know what it's like. And I'm not gonna try and disrespect you to pretend to, or to empathize. But it is very brave to be doing what you're doing. To be fighting even though you're in a bad situation.
what do you mean?
I'm sorry. Your friend told me a little bit that you've been going through a lot. And to see you
Dark.
to tell me a little bit of what's been going on, and to see you still like interested and wanting to continue on at all is just it's inspiring. Just know that if you need someone to talk to, I'll be here. And if you want to visit me, come by anytime.
Thank you. I think I needed that. I think I
Mm.
needed a friend outside of all of this.
And with that, the dinner can conclude and such.
Would we go our separate ways or would we walk her home?
Would you
That's
walk
up
her
to you.
home?
What are you talking
Oh,
about?
did y'all walk out the building?
No, no, because Lilith would beat it. That's why I'm asking.
I see. She Hope is accepting if you choose to part ways here, but it's up to you.
I'm approaching them if they leave the building.
Okay.
We would be leaving the building, but
Mhm.
I'm asking. I would ask Lilith.
I see.
I'm real sorry that I had to leave. Excuse myself early.
Oh, I
I
get
had
it.
a friend and he was having a problem with a whittling, and he accidentally got
as
him.
As Hope sees
He
the
might have
man
stuck
with
himself.
stone.
Oh, you're across the street.
Yes, I am. I'm still sitting there, but I'm literally sitting there carving and whittling at stone, like just behind you.
I had one more thing I wanted to ask.
Yeah.
I meant to ask this beforehand, but I had to leave.
Yeah.
Did you end up finding anything about that spell we were talking about?
Oh yes. Oh yes. Okay. I looked. I looked through some of my contacts, and Copper Hunt has. There's one of my friends in Copper Hunt, who has one of those. Who has that spell. They have it as a scroll, and I'm gonna go ahead and head that way. It'll take me a couple days, but if you want, you can actually go there yourself. I'll put in a good word for you, and maybe you get you a discount.
I'd have to talk with the other people we're with. Maybe we could.
And if you're not going that way, let me know, and when you come back, I'll have it ready for you.
All right. Did you want us to walk you home?
I wouldn't mind the company home.
I'll wrap my arm around her other one.
Okay.
Or
And-
on one side of her.
Yeah.
And start
Does-
walking with her.
Does
So she's
Zector
fat.
take the other arm?
Zector would be like his arm would be out, like offering it.
Oh, she takes it.
Aw.
He knows your pursuit's fake.
And she walks with both of you, and
Probably be impressed at the magic.
mhm.
I will like subtly try to like cough and message Zek or Gabriel as we're leaving. Say, we're on the move. If you're gonna follow us, you can reply to this message.
Gabriel, do you reply to this message?
What was the message?
We're on the move. If you're going to follow us, you can reply to this message.
She gets a sigh, and Gabriel stands up and goes to follow at a distance. Gabriel was very invested in his work, not happy to be disturbed.
By the way, Gabriel, I want you
Yes.
to make a dexterity check.
Why a dexterity check of all things? What is my dexterity?
For your project.
Yeah, for your project.
Oh,
whittling.
okay.
Yeah, your stone your carving.
I
Would it
You're
be,
still
chiseling.
Would it be an intelligence check of some kind?
No, it wouldn't be
no, 'cause
intelligence.
It's work with the hands. Yeah, it's work with the hands more than work
Mm.
with the mind.
It's nimbleness. Okay, with a 10. The first project was a little bit of a bust. You got it nearly, and then you hit it a little too hard, and it cracked in half with the chisel.
I will attribute this to the sudden message I got as I was trying to finish up. So Lilith actually gets the reply of a sigh, and you just made me fuck up my project. He sounds legitimately just kind of like sad about it.
You made me fuck up.
Basically,
You
he
guys
cleans up his mess
being-
real quick. Yeah, he cleans up real quick and then follows them at a distance.
Okay.
Then
Alright.
we'll see Hope into her house.
Mm-hmm. And she says goodnight. Goes, and you're both welcome. All of you are welcome in my shop anytime. I'll happily have you come, even if it's to talk.
We were really glad to spend time with you.
I was really glad to spend the time with both of you.
Hopefully it'll be better next time. It'll be more time next time.
Yeah, that would be
We'll
nice.
definitely be back.
Believe it.
Believe it.
Holy shit.
Alright.
So, eventually, all of you get to convene again.
Once she goes into her house, I'm going to say to Zector, I hope you can take me on a better second date.
Now, Zector was white, and now you are looking at a red, tall kobold. He doesn't respond.
Are you gonna walk me home now?
You get a nod.
Extend the arm.
This is the deciding factor. Does Hector? Oh,
What's up?
go ahead. I was like, does Hector respond to the
One
arm
sec,
thing
my
and
dog
cross
is
arms?
insistent.
No, Zector offers an arm. Zector is a gentleman, but Zector is
you-
also stiff as
Grab
fuck.
Wait.
grabs
No,
Zector's arm.
Lilith and Zector both offer. Which one of them takes it? Which one of them does the initiative? That's what I need to know.
Pretzel.
Does Lilith grab his arm, or does
Oh,
Zector grab
yeah.
her arm?
Lilith would grab Zector's arm.
It just feels so
Aw.
bad because Lilith was so tall.
Gabriel is watching all of this and does not
It's
comment.
uncomfortable. It's
Okay, I'm back.
Zector is walking like a robot.
You're really
So-
easy to read, you know?
I resent that statement.
Present it all you want. It doesn't take a genius to read you right now. You're stiff as a board.
Look. Shut up, I got nothing.
So you guys eventually meet back up with everybody else.
Vector opens the door for Lilith and just like looks at Gabriel in his human form. You want to get rid of that?
Yes. And then Gabriel, who has just not bothered because he didn't want to ruin everyone else's fun, casts this spell.
I would have dropped the spell. You don't need to.
You don't know that we're done with our dinner.
Oh,
No.
by this point, you guys are done with your dinner.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought we regrouped with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I assumed that I could like see you guys when we opened the door.
Yeah, you guys are all of convening back at the inn.
I'd like to ask Arcaz, does she kill somebody for every meal, or is that a rare occasion? It's rare, right? That's a delicacy. Well, like, well, after we're done with the dinner, asking Arcaz, like, damn, should she kill somebody every day?
Arcaz, at least once per day.
Yeah.
Did you? And Elias takes a deep breath in and like, I've forgiven you, Arcaz. I know you're a good person, but I gotta ask, and this will be telepathic. Did you Did you capture people for her to eat? I won't judge. I just need to know.
Trying to find the most heinous among the populace.
You hear a telepathic sigh of relief of like, that's good to know. No, you actually hear that since
Well-
it's a thought. That's good to know.
I wanted to ask all y'all. So there's a place in Copper Hunt that has a spell I'm looking for. Do we want to head down there? Do we have plans for what's next immediately?
I mean,
What do we have?
the ones who would know that would be, it looks to Arcaz and Elias, who just had a whole conversation over a dead man about it.
Yeah.
Also, we'll need that update because I got called away and missed your entire thing. Like, I came back to you eating a dead guy's leg.
Oh, God has plans for us.
And what's that?
We're to accompany the mistress.
We've got
Where?
to act as guard duty.
When?
The next few days.
And Sector.
Where are we going to?
Draco Heights.
Amazing.
Sector, she knows about you. She knows you're the new champion. And they apparently Strahd has eyes on you. I don't know if she knows you know that. I don't know what's going on. Have you met her before? You said you met Strahd, but and I just relay everything with Lady Valenta. I can't remember did they say Strahd wanted to meet with Sector or.
They did say Strahd wanted to meet and talk with Zector.
Was that above? Like, do we tell? I can't remember if I'm supposed to deceive Zector or if I'm supposed to just be above board. Like, hey, Strahd wants to meet. I can't remember.
That's
how
up to
Lady
you.
Valenta wanted. How did
Oh,
Lady Valenta want us to?
She
approach him?
specifically said that that Lord Strahd wanted to speak with Zector and talk with him about putting him in his right place.
And I'll just relay that to Zector. Yeah, Strahd wants to talk to you. Apparently, they know. Did you tell us you were hiding it from them? Because apparently they know.
There's no way I could have hid it from them. They saw it. They saw me when I woke up. Arcaz.
Well, it sounds like they want you to take over the church, which, if I'm being honest, Zector, would fix my problems immediately. Because you'd run the church, right? Even if you needed his help, we could deal with him after.
We do need to go to the church.
I mean, we need to
Go
take
to
the
it?
church down as well, regardless.
There's a weapon at the church that we need to deal Strahd.
Oh, is there? What do you all know about Straw? Do you guys know his? This is Hayden. I can't remember if you all told us about the weaknesses of Straw, his history.
Yes, I
We
believe we were told.
All right.
we can clear this up in the morning, but so tomorrow we're gonna be leaving.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
Before we do that, we need to double check with our gear and stuff before we leave.
and
That too.
Zector, if you'd like to talk to your brother tonight, let me know. I've got a little bit of magic to let y'all speak for while you're dreaming.
Are
I
you
would
ready
like
to
that.
do that?
There's no time like the present.
Okay.
Putting you on the spot.
Yeah.
So,
If I understand Dream correctly, it should be fine to let you speak. If you want to do anything more, let me know, and I'll read it. I'm reading it right now. It's quite a. It's go ahead.
it's got
Such
a
creature,
hefty, yeah.
you or a willing creature you or a willing creature you touch enters a trance state to act as a dream messenger. While in the trance, the messenger is incapacitated, has a speed of 0. If the target is asleep, meaning Victor, the messenger, which is Zector, appears in the target's dreams and can converse with the target as long as it remains asleep through the spell's duration, which is 8 hours. The messenger can also shape the dream's environment, creating landscapes, objects, and other images. The messenger can emerge from the trance at any time, ending the spell. The target, Victor, recalls the dream perfectly upon waking. If the target is awake when you cast the spell, you know and can wait for him.
Okay.
And then it
Okay.
says if you want to scare him, it has like you do deep damage and it
You
has a
can
roll
choose to do damage and have him make a save. But,
if you want to have a nightmare.
so, you cast the spell. Do you do any prep work,
Oh.
Zector, just to double check?
Before we do that,
Yeah.
we can do that in a bit,
Mhm.
right? You don't need to do that right now, right?
Right.
We can do. All right.
You guys,
Uh,
Lady Valanta ate a person. I remember like all the crazy shit. Like it was, oh my
Correction.
god, she just ate him.
Correction. She drank a person. I ate a person.
Yeah, but we know you don't enjoy it. The way she ate him, I had to pretend to be like, oh, that's cool, and she was just like, goddamn right, that's cool. It was the most evil shit I've ever seen.
I'm going to. I'm going to retire early, if you all don't mind,
Not
and
at
I
all.
will go upstairs to my room, and then I will cast a message to Zector
Mhm.
and say, "Could you meet me in my room for a bit? I wanted to talk about today, but in a more private manner."
Yeah, sure. I'll be right there.
And
Zector,
that's where we're gonna
yep.
end the episode.
No.
Hey everybody, thank you for making it this far at the very least. Just want to say, hey, if you want to support my channel, it would be awesome if you liked, subscribed, commented, all that fun stuff. If you want to add a little bit of extra support on there, go to my Ko-fi channel. The link will be in the description. Right now, I don't know if the link is actually clickable or not, but I'll have the actual URL you need to go to that you can just copy and paste into the browser. But yeah, you can go to my Ko-fi page, hire me as a game master, even just like subscribe, get some little extra fun stuffs. Or I mean, you can check out my other store and see if anything there intrigues you. Just there for a little bit of extra support. I'm trying to make sure that I can keep myself self-sufficient on this stuff, and Every little bit helps. Thank you very much for watching this, and I hope to see you in the next video.